This year, Oklahoma State has a little bit of talent. This could be a heck of a ball game.
Tiffany Jackson at 6'3" will jump against Dominique Chisholm at 6'1". Texas wearing their burnt orange road jerseys trimmed in white and black. The Cowgirls, of course, at home in white, trimmed in black and orange. We are set to go, and the Longhorns will take the opening tip and work it with Cortijo at the point guard. Out front they come to Williams, round to the left side. Bailey looking inside. Now they'll wait patiently, coming back to the freshman, Cortijo. She works it on the right wing. Now the ball deflected, stolen away by Danielle Green. It's a foot race, and Green should have a lay-in at the other end, but she misses it. Ball is loose on the floor, fought for and taken by the Longhorns.
Well, you see, you missed basket right there, Kevin, and now they're looking to run. Cowgirls making them work in the half court, exactly what they wanted to do, but you've got to go finish on the other end.
Bernicia Bailey to Raven. Back out front they come, top of the key. Tiffany Jackson left open, but will pass and work the offense. Now comes back to Cortijo. She's open from three, and it's in and out. No good. Dominique Chisholm with the loose ball.
Nice job right there on the rebound, and nice job defensively by Chisholm. Chisholm getting involved early in this one.
And Riley will come down over center court, passes to the far side. Shantae Smith now into the corner to Dominique Chisholm. No score. We're just underway. Opening minute of the ball game. Danielle Green backs away into the lane, fades off on a shot, no good. Shantae Smith there for the putback, couldn't get it to go down. And then we've got a foul after the shot, and that's going to go against Texas. Ernisha Williams picks up the personal.
Boy, the Cowgirls didn't get the shot, Kevin, but they do get the offensive rebound. 3-1. That's going to be a key, too. You've got to give yourself, when you're a poor shooting team, you have to give yourself more opportunities. And the Cowgirls did that time and at least drew the foul.
No score, 18:51 remaining. Inbounds comes in to Sadiq. She'll pull up three-pointer, no good. It's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds off of Oklahoma State. Texas basketball with 18:47 to play.
The Cowgirls have a new leading scorer, Kevin. This week, Rashi took over that top spot from Maria Cordero, just a half point. Both of them on average right at 13 points, but a half point better by Rashi, and she's key. She needs to get involved in this ball game early.
Cortijo out front with the ball comes to Williams. Cowgirls set up in a zone defense, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Texas. It will be Oklahoma State basketball, and Danielle Green will bring it in from the side court. Inbound, she gives it to Riley. No score by either ball club. We've played about 90 seconds of the contest. Both teams coming out a little bit cold. Crowd waiting patiently to sit down, waiting for that first basket by their Cowgirls. Shantae Smith out to Riley. Riley will shoot a three. It's good. And the Cowgirls take a 3-0 lead with 18:18 remaining.
Well, Kevin, talked about the crowd getting to sit down, and gentlemen in the crowd getting to sit down tonight. John Schrader up there has got his headset on, and he is listening to the ball game, and we appreciate him tuning in. Yay, John, good to see you up there in the stands.
That's what I like to see. Come to the stands and be in the stands. Help get that crowd up and bring your radio. Right side, Ernisha Williams with a quick basket. 10-footers up and good. Pulls Texas to within one.
Cowgirls off to a pretty good start here, especially defensively. That's the first basket for Texas. Took them over 2 minutes to get it from the field.
Green over to Riley. Back out front, Shantae Smith now looking against the zone defense of the Longhorns. Down low, trying to get it to Rashidat Sadiq. And it goes out of bounds off of Oklahoma State. Another turnover on the Cowgirls, and that will be the first on the night in this ball game.
Cowgirls turned it over once, one less possession right there, Kevin. They've gotten 5 shots at the basket. Texas has only had 2. But there's where a chance to retake the lead, or extend the lead, rather, and the Cowgirls can't convert, instead turn it over. Inbound
in the lane pass intended for Jackson. It goes out of bounds off of Jackson. Crowd doesn't like the call. It'll stay with Texas with 18 on the shot clock, 17:27 to go in the first half. Horrible call, one of the fans right behind us saying. Cortijo, lob pass to Jackson. Nice power move into the lane, misses the shot. Gets her own rebound, takes it back up, no good. Rebound by Texas rather. Follow-up shot again, no good, and has somehow Rashidat Sadiq comes down with the ball.
The All-American candidate is frustrated right now, Kevin. She is really struggling, and the Cowgirls are doing a fine job defensively on her.
Danielle Green weaving her way into the lane. We have a whistle and a foul. That foul is going to be away from the basketball, and that foul is going to go on Brittany Raven, the 6-foot freshman from Fort Worth, Texas. You have a lot of young talent on this Jody Conrad coached ball club. How much did it hurt them when Erica Herrera went out early on in the season?
Well, Herrera, the only other player averaging double figures, Kevin, but you look at Raven, she's the preseason Big 12 freshman of the year. And so, obviously still a very talented young lady.
Inbounds pass is knocked out of bounds, trying to get it in down on the left block to Chisholm. It was knocked out by Raven, and it will stay with Oklahoma State. A conference with the officials, though, at the top of the key, 17:02 to play. And there may be some discussion on if the ball did, in fact, go out of bounds on Texas. Quite honestly, I thought it was out on Dominique Chisholm. And whatever it is, the officials see it the way it was called, and it's going to stay that way, and we're set to go.
And possibly a shot clock determination as well. They leave it at 30.
Sadiq inbounds to Danielle Green, and she lays it up and in with a nice little kiss off the glass.
How about that? Very nice inbound play. Nice and athletic move by Danielle Green from the right, or from the low block area on the left side, actually, and with that right hand able to flip it up over the rim.
5-2, Oklahoma State leads by 3. Texas with the basketball against a 2-3 zone defense. Basketball in the hands of Jackson. She'll go through the lane, and she is fouled. Crowd wanted a travel, but it's going to be a foul, I think, on Dominique Chisholm, and that's going to come with 16:38 left to play in the first half.
Well, Kevin, the one thing, actually, Kevin, they're going to whistle Rashi for that. I thought you were right. I thought they had Damo, but they do not. Instead, it is Rashi that picks up that foul, but she was trying to pass that ball across the lane anyway. A little surprised they're going to give her the shooting foul here, put her on the line for 2.
Well, you keep the All-American candidate in Jackson without any points in the first 3.5 minutes of the ball game, and her first points do come from the free throw line as she is successful in her first shot.
Well, and here's a situation right here, Kevin, where, again, you've done exactly what you want to do coming out of the locker room, but now can the Cowgirls continue it?
Next free throw is no good, but a rebound by Texas. Then an offensive foul, and Brittany Raven, the freshman, picking up 2 early on.
Shantae Smith did not get the block out, did not get the rebound, but she got her feet set. She took the blow, and she took the charge, and the Cowgirls get it right back.
Jody Conrad sarcastically smiling at the official, and the official throws the ball to the guards to inbound and then heads over to the scorer's table to have a discussion. I had a chance to visit with that man, Scotty Herman, I believe, the official. Talked to him, and he talked about the game down at Texas A&M the Cowgirls played a week ago last night, and what a great effort on Oklahoma State's part, he thought.
Oh, no doubt about it, Kevin. And, of course, the whistle blew with 0.3 seconds left to go. And
I didn't bring that up to him.
He also called, did he not, the technical against Andrea Riley in this arena against Kansas.
That is correct. Riley to Cordero, who has just checked into the lineup. Cordero passes to Danielle Green, and Green comes up the left baseline. She's going to be fouled. That foul's going to go on Ernisha Bailey, and the whistle's blowing early on Texas now as they have picked up 4 team fouls through the first 3 minutes and 45 seconds of this first half.
Well, and Kevin, you've almost 4 minutes gone by, and they have 1 made basket from the fields. What we said earlier, they really struggle in the half-court offense.
Inbounds to Cordero through Green. No-look pass to Sadiq. Right side baseline, shot up and good.
Excellent ball movement. Good spacing on the floor. Pass it, makes the defense rotate, leaves Rashi wide open for the baseline jumper from the right side.
16:05 to play. The Cowgirls lead by 4. Tiffany Jackson quickly down. High post left. Shot up, no good. Offensive rebound by Williams will give the Horns another chance.
Well, right now it's a better rebounding effort by Texas. They're out-rebounding the Cowgirls 6-4.
Cowgirls compensating in that in some ways by forcing turnovers as they do here. And Oklahoma State comes back down with the ball. Danielle Green backing up out of the lane on the dribble. Is going to square up, shoot a three-pointer. It's off, no good. And we've got a whistle and a foul against Texas with 15:40 to play. And that will be team foul number 5. 2 on Ernisha Williams now. Raven already has 2, and Bailey has 1. So fouls picking up early here on Texas.
Well, I tell you, that's a fortunate call, too, because it looked to me like Rashi came flying in there. It would have been called for over the back. That would have been her second foul. Kevin, you talked about turnovers. Cowgirls down by 1 in the rebounding, but plus 3 in the turnover. Texas 4 turnovers, and Oklahoma State just 1.
We're headed to break. We have a timeout on the floor. 15:40 left to play in the first half with our score, Oklahoma State 7, Texas 3. You are listening to Oklahoma State Cowgirl basketball.
Carla Knight is on a crusade to stamp out bad breath, and as a pharmacist at Tiger Drug, she has recruited many to join her in her cause. If you would like to talk to her about it, stop in and bring a tic-tac to Tiger Drug, 9th and Walnut. A trip to Tiger Drug is like a trip to the Midway. Let Craig Stone guess your weight. Carla Knight wrestle a real alligator handbag, or marvel at Neil Conkey, the world's tallest midget. Ring the bell and win a prize at 9th and Walnut.
January is often one of the coldest months of the year. There's a nip in the air, a touch of frost, and maybe a covering of snow. But did you know that diamonds will help keep you warm? Think about it. Diamonds are given because of love. And love comes from wanting to be close to the one you love. And being close keeps you warm. I'm Annette Kinsey, and when you get cold, think diamonds. Leonard Jewelry, 708 South Main Street in downtown Stillwater.
15:40 left to play in the opening half. All things in check for the Cowgirls. They lead here over Texas 7-3, and we talked earlier on in the broadcast about, in the pregame report with Coach Bucky, you played all these top 20 teams. You didn't get any wins, and tonight's not much better. They may be 26, stepping just out of the top 25, but this is a team in Texas that has been in the top 25 pretty much all season long.
Well, and the hope is, Kevin, that when you have played these good teams like Baylor, Oklahoma, A&M so closely, that your team continues to learn something from them, and they see the mistakes they made, and they can eliminate one or two more per ball game and get even closer, because at some point, this Cowgirl team is going to win those, and you've got to live it to be able to improve, and they have done that each and every game out. Hopefully tonight's the night.
Well, here we go. Danielle Green to inbound. She gets it into Riley. Left corner bounce pass back to Green, and it goes out of bounds off the knee of Cortijo, and we'll stay with Oklahoma State with 15:38 to go in the first half of play.
Cowgirls shooting 38% for the field. Texas 17.
Inbounds to Sadiq, out to Riley. Little money for three. Count that, baby.
Nice job there, Cowgirls. Get the long ball. That's 2 of 4. And I said, Kevin, if they can hit a few of those, they will win the ball game. And right now, 50%, that's pretty good.
Texas answered with a 2 at the other end. Left baseline, little jumper up, and it was so quick. It was on Katrina Robinson with the basket, the junior, out of Grand Prairie, Texas. Cowgirls back the other way quickly. Up Maria Cordero, shooting down on the right block, no good. Rebound taken by Cordero. Out to Sadiq. She's open from 3. It is no good. Long rebound. Comes out to the top of the iron and is taken by Raven. Brittany Raven one-on-one with Riley. Down, shot up, and good.
You know what, Kevin? She's got great speed, and you see how big she is. That's a tough play to defend.
Riley trying to dish off at the last second after on the transition. Trying to dish over to Cordero, couldn't quite get it over to her. Turns the basketball over, and for Oklahoma State, that'll be their second turnover. A little over 5 minutes into the contest, and Destiny Sykes will check in for the first time tonight.
Boy, I tell you, Destiny's earned more and more minutes as this conference season has rolled on, Kevin. And we talked about it several times. She's the one player that has been through the rigors of the Big 12, and her experience has definitely paid off.
14:46 to play. It's 10-7. The Cowgirls lead by 3. They have never trailed in the ball game. We've had no ties. Raven with the basketball, right side around to Cortijo. Reverse pass, left side baseline. Jackson, jumper up and good.
Jackson finally gets her first points from the basket, or from the field. She's got 3 on the night. That was a pretty good play right there. 2-3 defense. Defense rotated over. They skip it past 2 passes away, and she's open in the short corner, able to knock it down.
So the Cowgirls lead being tested here. Up by 1. Danielle Green up through the baseline, through the lane, goes up for the little 2-footer. Can't get it to go down. Brittany Raven has the rebound.
That's what Texas, you see them trying to play up tempo, Kevin. They're trying to dictate the pace of the game. Cowgirls need to get it slowed back down.
Raven to Robinson, out front to Carla Cortijo, the freshman from Bel Air, Texas. Cortijo comes through the lane, pulls up, jump shot, no good. Tiffany Jackson with the rebound. Nice view of the court, somehow is able with someone right in her face to get it all the way out to Cortijo.
Very strong player to be able to take that ball and fire it all the way out to the backcourt, half-court line.
Backing up is Bailey, now coming forward, passes it to the right side. They come over to Cortijo, left side underneath to Jackson. Cordero called for a foul with the reach-in on Jackson.
Well, she tried to play from behind, reach around, and slap that ball away, and she did get to the ball cleanly, but unfortunately she came through Jackson a little bit and bumped her. Probably got called for the hook or the hold from the backside.
Well, that's a challenge for Cordero inside against Jackson tonight. Inbounds comes in. Tiffany Jackson has it. 3-pointer up and good. Texas has his first lead of the ball game at 12-10.
Well, she's only a 31% three-point shooter, Kevin, but Cordero showed no effort to get to the screen to pop out on her. And I'm sure they probably want her to take that shot, but I think you want to at least get a hand in her face.
Riley to Green, back out. Now Sykes has it. Left side over to Andrea Riley, and we have a whistle and offensive foul against Oklahoma State with 13:19 remaining. Cordero picking up her second foul. Kurt Bucky silently, quietly looking on from the Cowgirl bench.
Well, right now the whistle's starting to even up, and this Cowgirl team, as the starters went hard, played well, and that lead slipped away, so more of the starters back in the lineup.
Yeah, we'll get Shantae Smith back in. Brisa Silva is in, along with Green, Dominique Chisholm, and Sadiq. Cortijo on the dribble, left side of the wing. Now comes to the top of the key, goes inside to Bailey. Bailey kicks it into the right corner. Up the right baseline comes Raven, and she's going to be fouled with 13:03 remaining. That foul's going to go on 32. That's Shantae Smith picking up her first personal.
Yeah, Shantae tried to get position that time, slid down late. Defense again, dribble penetration, over-rotated. And by the time help side got there, it was too late. Instead, it's going to send Raven to the free throw line.
Yeah, Raven, a 65% free throw shooter. Texas, one of the better free throw shooting teams we face, shooting in the 70% range in Big 12 play. And with 13:03 remaining, first shot up, good. Second one on the way. It is rattling in and good as well. A 4-point lead now for the visitors. Nice little run for Texas.
Quoth the Raven, nevermore.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Throwing out
intellectual on me.
Throwing a little Poe at you tonight.
Edward Allen Poe here beside me. I've never heard you get poetic on me. It is getting close to Valentine's, I guess. We're practicing for your wife, I'm sure. Green now goes to Smith. Smith will drop it into the lane. Little crossover, goes up, shoots the reverse layup, and it's good, and that's a big basket to stop the Texas run.
Well, not only to stop the run, but stop the Cowgirls' rout, Kevin. That's the thing they really got caught up in down in Norman.
Bailey out to Cortijo, around to Raven. She'll shoot from three. No good. Dominique Chisholm with the rebound. Are you surprised the early three-point attempts by Texas?
Well, they tried them a little quickly, but, Kevin, they just don't work well in the half court. They tend to take the easy shot.
Silva has the ball out front, goes to Smith, around to the left side, Dominique Chisholm, 15 on the shot clock underneath. Sadiq pumps once on the block, then takes it up. She fouls. She'll go to the line and shoot two.
How quickly could Texas turn things around, Kevin? They were at 1 point down in the rebounding category, 6-4. Up until that last rebound, they made it 9-4, or 9-6 rather. So they had 5 consecutive rebounds. Cowgirls get the offensive rebound there and then earns them a trip to the free throw line.
This is Oklahoma State's first trip to the free throw line in the ball game. 12-11 remaining, and it is successful as the first shot is up and good by Rashidat Sadiq, a 73% free throw shooter.
Look at the score, Kevin, down by 1 to a top 25 type team. And you wonder, well, what's the difference? Cowgirls are shooting 39% from the field, 40% from three-point range, and 100% from the free throw line.
Rashidat Sadiq's second free throw is good, and we have our first tie of the ball game. 12-11 left to play in the first half. Taylor Hardiman into the ball game for the first time. Now the Cowgirls with the game tied goes back to the 2-3 zone defense.
Absolutely. Chance here, Kevin, again, slow the pace a little bit, and they try to force it into Jackson, which they have not done a very good job of.
Raven to Cortijo. Cowgirls were getting those turnovers early on Texas with the zone defense. Cortijo in the corner. Back out they come, Bailey. 15-footer on the way. No good. Dominique Chisholm right underneath for the rebound.
Nice job, Danielle Green, too, getting Jackson off the boards.
Silva to Sadiq. 12-footer on the way is good by the senior out of Nigeria.
2 lead changes now as Oklahoma State regains the lead, and the Cowgirls have stopped the drought and reversed the flow of the river.
6-0 Oklahoma State run. 11:29 remaining. I like that. It's Raven. Pass tip. Tiffany Jackson saves it. Comes out front to Cortijo. Cortijo now will bring the ball down floor. 11:18 remaining. Silva with the basketball. Comes up the right side. She shoots, scores, and the Cowgirls now lead 18-14. 11:11 left to go in the first half.
Nice little altered shot that time by Brisa Silva. Expected some contact. Didn't get it, but still shot the ball strongly enough to get the finish.
So 11:04, and the Cowgirls with a 4-point lead now, matching their biggest of the ball game. Raven, reverse pass over to Bailey. Bailey, 15-footer, pulls up. It's no good. And Danielle Green has it for Oklahoma State.
Now rebounding tied up. Cowgirls have rebounded 3 consecutive, and it's 9-9 rebounded category. 5 turnovers, Texas, 3 Oklahoma State.
Brisa Silva down over center court. Works it over center court. Bounce pass over to Danielle Green, and a Texas Longhorn. Brittany Raven goes for the steal, knocks it out of bounds. It will be the Cowgirls' ball when we come back.
Excellent effort in the second little series of runs here, Kevin. The Cowgirls took after the first time out, found themselves down a little bit, but they regained the momentum of this game, and tempo right now favors Oklahoma State.
We'll go to break with 10:37. When you come back, Oklahoma State leads it 18-14 over Texas. Cowgirl basketball continues in a moment.
Chicken is not just for dinner anymore. At Chick-fil-A, try the new chicken on a biscuit, or chicken breakfast burrito, or chicken bagel sandwich, or the new cinnamon cluster. That doesn't have chicken, though. Just read what it says. All right, at 600 North Perkins Road, you can try one of the 3 custom roasted premium coffee blends. So try Chick-fil-A for breakfast or dinner. They're here to serve you. Chick-fil-A didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Eat more chicken.
Did you know that Chevrolet, the best-rated cars and trucks, now come with a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty? Hi, Teresa with Wilson Chevrolet, announcing Chevy's new 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty, complete with 0 deductible, roadside assistance, and courtesy transportation on all new Chevy cars and trucks. The best cars and trucks now have the best warranty to boot. Come experience business the Wilson way. You'll be glad you did.
Wilson Chevrolet Jeep Stillwater.
10:37 left to go in the first half from Gallagher Arena in Stillwater. Kevin Gum along with Casey Kidrick, Gerald Jones, our coordinating producer for tonight's ball game. My friend, 18-14, the Cowgirls out in front after Texas has built a 4-point lead at 14-10. That's a pretty nice 8-0 run on a pretty good ball club.
Well, and what's happened, Kevin, the Cowgirls are starting to turn the pace back to their style. The run that Texas made, they got a couple of steals, they got the ball ahead, and they started to really up-tempo this game a little bit. The Cowgirls able to get a few made baskets, get back on defense, and slow Texas down, and that's the key. The Cowgirls have got to play their pace throughout this ball game.
Well, 10:37 remaining. Here we go. There will be just 15 on the shot clock out of the timeout because the ball is knocked out of bounds. Shantae Smith will bring it in for Oklahoma State. Same 5 on the floor we left you with. Inbounds to Riley. She goes to work top of the key. Dribbles it into the lane. Nice little hole. Might have walked with it, but got away with it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oklahoma State with 8 on the shot clock. Riley, too much traffic in there defensively for her.
Yeah, one hand reached in, stripped the ball away from her, and she bumped it out of bounds. So turnover, Oklahoma State.
Bailey down on the near side, comes out to the top of the key. Reverse pass goes to Raven. They'll work it out front. Zone defense by Oklahoma State. Seems to be flustering the Longhorns a little bit right now. Now they find Tiffany Jackson left side on the baseline. Jackson now with 9 on the shot clock, goes to Bailey. Out front they come to Cook. Cook puts up a 15-footer. It's no good, and Dominique Chisholm has the rebound.
And the Cowgirls, Kevin, boxing one right there. That zone defense, a box, and the one is they've got Shantae Smith really shadowing Tiffany Jackson no matter where she goes.
We've gone inside 10 minutes. Shantae Smith comes up the right baseline, shoots from underneath. The ball is blocked, and the loose ball is picked up by Tiffany Jackson. Jackson down over center court. Taking her time with 9:43 to play. Goes to work on the offense. Cortijo has it right side on the wing. Out front they come. Now they work it inside. Jackson over to the corner again. Long-range shot on the way by Cortijo on the baseline is no good, and Hardeman has the rebound.
Nice job there. Again, the Cowgirls blocked out, did a good job, made sure they were the only ones with the possibility of a rebound. There were 3 white shirts available to get that ball.
4 straight possessions without a basket for Texas. And now Sadiq out front with it for Oklahoma State. 12 on the shot clock. Pass to Riley. Riley has it, top left of the key. Backs up on the dribble. 7 on the shot clock. Crowd will help her count it. She'll back up, shoot from 3. No good. A little bit too short. And Aubrey Cook, the sophomore out of Houston, skies high for the rebound. To Raven, she'll get it. Raven comes up the left baseline. 8-footers off the front of the rim. Dominique Chisholm pulls it down for OSU.
Raven didn't get that shot, and immediately off the rebound, the Cowgirls slow it down and start working in the half court. But job, you see Raven right there, Kevin, got under control off the fast break, pulled up, and very nice. Missed the shot, but you can see her athleticism.
Pass underneath Sadiq from Smith. Goes up with a shot. It's blocked, and Cook picks it up for Texas.
6'3" sophomore out of Houston, Texas. Big kid. Nice block.
Cortillo into the lane. Kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson, nice pivot move. Shoots, but it's short. Good defense on the man-to-man, and it's Dominique Chisholm with the rebound. Dominique beginning to pile up some rebounding numbers off the glass.
Rebounding, Kevin. She's got 6 in the ball game and showing a little attitude, which you talked about with her in the player spotlight.
Well, she'll get after you one-on-one, especially on the defensive end when it comes down to rebounding. One of the things you really love about having her in the ball game. Sadiq now has the basketball, 15-footer on the way from the right side by Ross. She is no good. Foul rebound Oklahoma State, and then a foul. And that foul is going to go on, well, I guess it is going to be on Oklahoma State. Taylor Hardeman, the sophomore out of Norman, has picked up the personal.
Oh, wow, I thought that was going to go against Texas as well, Kevin. But our first clue, when he said 12, Texas doesn't have a 12.
Exactly. I looked down, I was like, that's got to be on us.
So the Cowgirls, Kevin, looked like they had a great opportunity right there. I'm surprised that Texas is letting Rashi roam the baseline so easily because she has really knocked down a bunch of those. And you look at Tiffany Jackson, Kevin, right now she's working hard to get her 6 points, 2 of 6 from the field, and one of those a three-pointer, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line.
Maria Cordero into the lineup along with Destiny Sykes now. 2-3 zone defense backed by the Cowgirls. Cortillo left side to Bailey. Bailey on the dribble. Works it out front to the freshman Cortillo. 2 freshmen on the floor for Texas, trailing by 4. 7:48. Here comes a three-pointer. No good. Cordero, a tremendous job going high for the rebound.
And strong hands as well.
Riley down to Hardeman. Hardeman with the kiss off the glass for 2.
Nice job right there. Hardeman transition, got it from the left hand, able to flip it up off the glass and knock it down.
20-14. Oklahoma State by 6. Bailey through the lane, shoots and misses. Passes to Tiffany Jackson. Jackson squares up 14-footer. No good. Battle for it. It goes out of bounds off of Destiny Sykes. It was a battle between Sykes and Hughes, but it will be Texas basketball with 7:23 to go when we come back.
Well, and right there, Kevin, another little midget segment of time in this game, the third segment. Oklahoma State, they've extended that lead now up to 6.
6 full minutes by the Longhorns without a basket. It happens to everybody. 7:23 to go. Cowgirls enjoying their second biggest lead of the ball game, 20-14. Oklahoma State Cowgirl basketball continues in a moment.
To stamp out bad breath. And as a pharmacist at Tiger Drug, she has recruited many to join her in her cause. If you would like to talk to her about it, stop in and bring a Tic Tac to Tiger Drug, 9th and Walnut. A trip to Tiger Drug is like a trip to the Midway. Let Craig Stone guess your weight. Carla Knight wrestle a real alligator handbag. Or marvel at Neil Conkey, the world's tallest midget. Ring the bell and win a prize at 9th and Walnut.
January is often one of the coldest months of the year. There's a nip in the air, a touch of frost, and maybe a covering of snow. But did you know that diamonds will help keep you warm? Think about it. Diamonds are given because of love. And love comes from wanting to be close to the one you love. And being close keeps you warm. I'm Annette Kinsey, and when you get cold, think diamonds. Leonard Jewelry, 708 South Main Street in downtown Stillwater.
Well, just prior to break, I mentioned it, 6 full minutes without a basket. You know, coaches, when it's your ball club, it is so frustrating. We saw Oklahoma State 9:45 without a basket down in Norman last Sunday. It does truly happen. If you watch a game start to finish, and it happens to almost every team, a 5 to 7 minute drought somewhere along the way.
Well, yeah, they're on a 6-minute, 14-second drought, Kevin. And the thing is, and I've said it 100 times already in this broadcast, but Texas is not a good half-court team. Oklahoma tried to run with them, and when they ran, Texas could outrun you. They can make more baskets than most anybody when they're running the floor. They did it to Texas A&M. Texas A&M likes to run. The Cowgirls adapt what they have to the opponent. Tonight, they're not trying to run. They recognize Texas' ability to get out and run, so they're slowing the game down, making Texas work in the half court. And how do you slow them down? You make baskets. Cowgirls shooting 40% from the field.
Yeah, Longhorns inbound the ball. Cortijo has it right side on the wing. She'll back up on the dribble. Cowgirls stay in the 2-3 look with the guards Hardeman and Riley out front. Garb Maddox, a 5'11 freshman from Kuntz, Texas, is checked into the ball game for the first time. Pass underneath, intended for Tiffany Jackson, stolen away by Cordero. Jackson turns around, looks at the official, and says, "Are you kidding me?" Meanwhile, Andrea Riley, all business, scores on a layup, and she is fouled at the other end.
Two things come to mind right now, Kevin. This Cowgirl team has extended their lead to 8. They had a pretty good lead against Oklahoma the other night. Now then, have they learned something? And I'm telling you, Texas obviously has ability to go on a run and close the gap. This game's far from over. But the tempo right now is so in favor of Oklahoma State. If Texas can't create some turnovers, this is going to be a long night for Texas.
Riley's free throw is good, and that gives Oklahoma State a nice, comfortable 9-point lead, 23-14. But as you say, against the Longhorns, you cannot certainly get too complacent and comfortable.
Both teams have attempted 21 shots. The Cowgirls have made 9. Texas has only made 5.
Well, that Cowgirl defense really giving Jackson fits right now in this ball game. Cortijo has the ball, goes to Raven. Raven out on the dribble, back to Cortijo. She'll back up with it. Hardeman out to defend her in that soft zone. Over to the right side. Maddox on the wing, now back out front. 9 on the shot clock. Cortijo into the corner. Maddox up the right baseline, dishes off. Shot from the free throw line on the way, no good. Raven has the rebound, the putback. She gets the roll, and it's good for 2.
Well, that's what an offensive rebound to do for you. Give you another opportunity. When you're shooting dismally, you got to give yourself opportunities. The Cowgirls did it earlier. Texas does it right there. Now they're up to 26% from the field.
There was a 13-0 run by the Cowgirls, ended there by that shot by Texas. Now Danielle Green with 6:17 to play out to Cordero. Maria for 3, no good. Rattles too strong, and down with it is Cortijo.
Post shoot threes. Guards post up. It's crazy.
Cortijo to Raven there. Daniel Green picks it up for Oklahoma State. It's a Longhorn turnover. The dish to Riley. The shot. It's good.
How about that, Kevin, running in transition. Nice little give and go. Riley filling the right lane. Filling the basket, and the Cowgirls up by 9.
Cortijo to the right side, into the corner. Oklahoma State trying to get in the head of the Longhorns a little bit here early. Underneath to Jackson. Jackson goes up strong, shoots. It's no good. Cordero with the rebound. Jackson now shooting 2 out of 8 on the night, and Oklahoma State turns the basketball right back over.
Cowgirls try to get an outlet pass. Tiffany Jackson steps in front of it and forces the Cowgirls into their 5th turnover of the ball game. And, you know, Kevin, you just mentioned it. I've been keeping an eye on it. Tiffany Jackson, 2 out of 8. She's working hard, and she's not getting a lot of results.
1 shot from the field, and that was when she was uncovered, and that was beyond the arc. Right now, Texas off the Cowgirl turnover, gets the break. Raven has the ball, drops into the lane, goes up off balance. Shot no good, and it's going to be fought for and taken by Andrea Riley, and Raven right up on her, putting a little pressure on Riley, and now she pulls off.
Well, Raven, a big kid, and she's quick. She's not Andrea Riley quick.
Cowgirls looking for their first win against a Big 12 South opponent in the Kurt Bucky era, and right now they enjoy a 25-16 lead and the ball with 5 minutes to go in the half. Danielle Green coming up the left baseline. Nice kiss off the glass for 2. This is an exciting ball game.
Well, I'm telling you, good, strong move. Cowgirls got 2 hands on it. Danielle Green went up strong, and I'm sure, Kevin, when they've only lost a couple of times in this building ever, they didn't expect this kind of game tonight.
Cortillo comes just inside the three-point line, pulls up, and shoots and scores to silence the crowd.
When you beat OU, you beat A&M, you beat Kansas State the way they did, they looked at Oklahoma State's record, and right now, Oklahoma State looks like the team that ought to be 5-4 in the conference.
Oklahoma State had an 11-point lead. It's now 27-18, 4:29 to play. Runner on the way. Good! Taylor Hardiman, and it's amazing how good you look when the baskets are falling. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots so far in the ballgame.
Raven went for the steal, and Hardiman, the dribble drive, and the pull up the elevation, and she knocked it down.
Cortijo to Raven. Raven shoots, misses. Rebound by Riley. She'll bring it down 1-on-1. Riley goes right up against, now dishes down to Danielle Green. Green loses the ball on the floor. It'll be a turnover as Tiffany Jackson picks up the loose ball.
Pass a little bit too late, Kevin, that time. Too far underneath the basket.
Jackson into the right side. Raven has the ball stripped away by Taylor Hardiman, and Texas continues to get frustrated by the OSU defense.
Offense, defense, Hardiman coming to play.
Cordero open three-pointer, no good. This one's too strong. And Tiffany Jackson beginning to get it going on the boards, has another rebound.
Yeah, she's got 5 on the day, but that's about all she's been able to do, Kevin, and she's still struggling on the offensive production point-wise.
Jackson being tested by the Cowgirl defense, has the ball knocked out of bounds, but it'll stay with Texas when we bring you back from the break with 3:39 left to go in the first half. Oklahoma State pleasing the crowd here at home, 29-18. They lead over the Texas Longhorns. Cowgirl basketball returns to Gallagher Ibe Arena right after we do this.
Chicken is not just for dinner anymore. At Chick-fil-A, try the new chicken on a biscuit, or chicken breakfast burrito, or chicken bagel sandwich, or the new cinnamon cluster. That doesn't have chicken, though. Just read what it says. All right, at 600 North Perkins Road, you can try one of the 3 custom roasted premium coffee blends. So try Chick-fil-A for breakfast or dinner. They're here to serve you. Chick-fil-A didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Eat more chicken.
Did you know that Chevrolet, the best-rated cars and trucks, now come with a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty? Hi, Teresa with Wilson Chevrolet, announcing Chevy's new 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty, complete with 0 deductible, roadside assistance, and courtesy transportation on all new Chevy cars and trucks. The best cars and trucks now have the best warranty to boot. Come experience business the Wilson way. You'll be glad you did.
Wilson Chevrolet Jeep Stillwater.
Well, 29-18. The Cowgirls shooting about 46% in the ballgame. Texas, thanks to that Cowgirl zone, being held to 26% in the ballgame so far.
You know what they've done a couple of times, Kevin, is they've jumped into that man-to-man just enough to keep Texas off balance. And then when they go to the zone, they've run the 2-3 zone. They've run the box and 1 zone, which essentially has a 2-3 feel to it. But you have one player that's shadowing Tiffany Jackson, and they're not limiting her touches, but they're limiting her opportunities because she's not able to do anything with it once she gets that opportunity.
Well, Kurt said earlier, we can give her average tonight. We just can't let her have a 41 like Courtney Ferris did the other day in Norman.
Well, and you look at this Texas team, Kevin, nobody else averages double figures. Not one player. The Cowgirls have 4. Only one time in the history of the program have the team finished with 4 double-digit averages in this Cowgirl program. Right now, there's nobody else for Texas to turn to.
Well, right now the Cowgirls line back up in that 2-3. Texas has the ball. They go to Nikki Hughes in the corner. Hughes comes out to Anisha Bailey. Bailey on the dribble, almost walked with it, reverses the pass back into the right corner. 9 on the shot clock. They'll have to hurry. Ball knocked loose by Dominique Chisholm. Again, just enough man in there to keep Texas off kilter.
You talked about hitting 1 out of 2, Kevin. 46% right now from the field.
Well, that's unbelievable, isn't it?
I mean, those are numbers that'll win a ball game.
You bet it will. Hence the score. Inbounds to Jackson now. Jackson has it in the corner. Goes back to Cortijo. She'll dribble into the lane. Dishes down. It's knocked loose on the floor. And a shot clock violation will go over to Oklahoma State. That's going to be 9 turnovers on the visitors.
Pace is everything tonight, Kevin. And right now, the pace is favoring Oklahoma State.
3:13 remaining. Brisa Silva down. Pushing the ball down floor, giving Andrea Riley a break at the point guard position. Shantae Smith is also back in. Sadiq as well. Here's Hardiman, left corner with the ball out to Smith, top of the key. Shantae passes back to Hardiman, reverse pass to Brisa Silva. Trying to set up the three. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Smith drops into the lane, shoots and scores.
You know, Kevin, when you're feeling it, you've got the lead. That basket gets bigger. It gets bigger. And right now, the Cowgirls look like they're shooting in the ocean because they're knocking down everything.
31-18. The Cowgirls lead it with 2:39 to play. What a ball game so far. Bailey with a bounce pass inside to Jackson. Tiffany comes out to Cortijo. She shoots from 3, makes it a big, big, big basket for the Longhorns.
Yeah, now Texas 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. Cowgirls 2 out of 8. But you're right, Kevin. That was a big one because it gets it back to within 10.
13-point lead down to 10 with 2:17 to play. Oklahoma State in the lead. Shantae Smith curling into the lane, taking it right in and at Cortijo, and lays it up and in.
Good no call. A lot of contact. Both players go to the floor. No whistle either way.
Cortijo to Jackson. Jackson has it right side. Hardiman to defend her. Sadiq steps in front of a pass intended for Nikki Hughes and knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Texas, but a substitution first as they will bring Brittany Raven back into the ball game with 2 fouls.
But Texas lost their quarterback in football this year. I don't know why they didn't put her in there as a replacement because she's got a right arm.
She does, doesn't she? Here we go now. Cortijo will bring it in to Jackson. Back to Cortijo. She's left open in the corner. 3-pointer, no good. Smith with the rebound. Oklahoma State possession.
Both teams, 18 rebounds. Cowgirls 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Texas 3 of 4. Neither team been to the free throw line in quite a while.
33-21. Cowgirls by 12 and the ball. Whistle and an offensive foul. That's what you call, my friend, a blown possession.
Well, it is. It's an empty possession. As Shantae is going to pick up her second personal foul. That's the team 6, so still one away from putting them in the bonus. But situation right there, Kevin, where you have a chance to go extend this lead.
And you have to. It feels really, really good going to that locker room.
Absolutely. You got to finish the last minute 44. Don't give up a 3 here and let them cut it down to single digits.
Because we've seen that happen so many times in some of these games against these Big 12 South opponents this year. Texas trying to get the ball to Raven. Riley comes out of the middle of nowhere, knocks the ball out of bounds to slow things down with 1:39 to play.
Boy, that's the speed of Riley right there. That pass wasn't that telegraphed, but she still felt it coming, and she almost got out there and intercepted it.
Well, that young lady has fun playing the game, doesn't she?
Oh, you know, and she's back to smiling again, which she wasn't smiling for about 3 or 4 games.
Raven to Hughes. Hughes comes back out. Now to Raven. Raven will get it into the corner. A steal by Dominique Chisholm. Damo going to run the floor now and bring it down. Gets the ball to Riley. Riley will take it into the lane. Nice bounce pass to Green. The shot, the basket, it's good.
Nice job, Dominique Chisholm. A little pass out of the double team, and then they work it down low, and the Cowgirls get the finish in transition.
35-21, Oklahoma State by 14. Raven in the corner. 3-pointer, good. Once again, another big answer for the visitors.
It is, Kevin, and it does cut it. But the Cowgirls went on enough of a little run there, a 4-0 run, that now that it didn't hurt you nearly as bad. You're still up 11 here.
Battle of strategies here between Kurt Buckey and Jody Conrad as Kurt Buckey stands up in front of the Cowgirl bench looking on. 12 on the shot clock. Danielle Green kick into the corner. Riley no look to Hardiman. 3-pointer up. Way too strong this time, and Cortijo has it for the Longhorns. Cortijo down into the lane. Takes Riley one-on-one. Goes up. Nice split of the defense. And it's good.
That was a very nice job. Little head fake, and the Cowgirls take a timeout to draw up. There's no shot clock. There's 27 seconds left to go, and they want to make sure they get a good possession, good shot at the basket. It is down to 9 now, and a chance to get it back to 10 or 11, or with 11 here if you hit a basket, maybe 12. But the Cowgirls, you know, Kevin, again, want to slow it down and make sure they get a good shot here. But that was just a nice move inside for Texas to get that basket.
27.4 seconds left to go. The possession arrow points to Oklahoma State. Should we have a tie-up? And the Cowgirls have shot a hot 50% tonight while holding Texas about 10% below their average so far, and rebounding really closing the gap.
Yeah, the Cowgirls just one behind in that category, Kevin. You know, to put it in perspective, Texas A&M has made 10 baskets and took 31 shots to get them. The Cowgirls have made 15 baskets and took 30 to get them. That's why there's such a huge discrepancy in shooting percentages. Only one more three in the ball game for Texas. They have 3. The Cowgirls have 2.
Well, let's see what Kurt Buckey drew up on the dry erase board as Andrea Riley will take her time. The shot clock is off. Riley has not even crossed center court yet. Now Kurt Buckey gives her the nod. She'll cross over center court with 10 seconds left to go. Riley reverse pass to Hardiman. Hardiman looking inside. Green goes across the back door. Now back to Riley with 5. Over into the corner. Hardiman's open from 3. Goes up. Actually, that's Sadiq. Goes up for 3. It's so good. Well, the Cowgirls were able to draw up the play and execute the play. They just couldn't get the shot to go down. But they go to the locker room with a 9-point lead on the team that knocked off Oklahoma, knocked off A&M. You have to feel pretty good at halftime. Defensively, especially in what you've done here.
Cowgirls have given up 26 points to the number 26 team in the country. What a defensive effort. And the difference tonight, Kevin, the offense has been there alongside. 35 points on pace to hit 70. Now then, we talk about it all the time, and I know people probably get tired of hearing it. How important now is that 5 minutes out of the locker room, because I assure you, Jody Conrad will peel some pain at halftime. They will come out fired up, and this Oklahoma State Cowgirl team has got to match their intensity.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And if you can withstand that first 4 or 5 minutes, they'll give Tiffany Jackson will give you, because she will come on strong in the second half, and you have a shot at the upset here tonight. Halftime at Gallagher Drive Arena. Glad to have you along on this Wednesday night. Hope you'll stay with us for the rest of the broadcast. Oklahoma State 15-7 on the season, trying to move back to within 2 games of 500 if they can finish it up here tonight. They lead the Longhorns 35-26 at the half. We'll come back for more. You are listening to Oklahoma State Cowgirl basketball.
Kurt shutters have been used to beautify homes for more than 20 years. Many people will testify to the way our plantation shutters transform the look of their home. It's often stated there isn't a better window covering product for bringing the out-of-doors in or providing complete privacy when needed. If you'd like to see or discuss the advantages of Kurt shutters, call us at 800-416-6455. We'll send you a brochure or schedule an appointment to your home. That number again is 800-416-6455. Or visit us on the web at KIRTZ.com.
Tiger Drug's Neil Conkey considers himself quite a fisherman. And if you're interested in his angling expertise, you should pick up his book, Noodlin' with Neil, at Tiger Drug, Stillwater. During slow times, Carla Knight likes to design unique women's wear from items she finds around Tiger Drug. Come by and see her new pillbox hat, or try on a pair of rubber evening gloves at Tiger Drug, 9th and Walnut.
Over there's the water. Whoosh, whoosh. And look at all this stuff I'm standing on. It's called sand, and it's everywhere.
This woman may sound silly to you and me.
It's made up of little tiny pieces of rocks. Teeny little pieces of rocks.
But to her 2-year-old son exploring the world around him, she makes perfect sense.
How does it feel when you touch the sand? Is it warm? Uh-huh. It's hard to hold in your hand, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Learning starts long before school does, and children are naturally curious. They want to learn, so follow their lead. Take simple, everyday moments, like sorting laundry or playing on the beach, and turn them into learning moments.
Is this water? No. Very good. This is sand. Oh, no, it's not food. It's sand. We don't eat sand.
Turn everyday moments into learning moments. Find out how at bornlearning.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Well, let's recap how this ball game started. Oklahoma State has been hot pretty much since the beginning of the ball game. The Cowgirls jumped out to the early 3-0 lead with 18-14 to go in the first half. Oklahoma State opened that lead up to a 10-3 lead with 15-15 remaining in the first stanza. Texas then went on a nice run of their own, a 9-0 run to take a 2-point lead. They extended that lead to 4 at 14-10, but then Oklahoma State answered with a 13-0 run to build the lead back up to 9. 7:03 left to go in the first half. The Cowgirls then enjoyed their biggest lead of the night at 35-21 with just 68 seconds left to go in the first half. But Texas ends the ball game on a 5-0 run to cut it back to single digits, and they have to feel awfully fortunate, as bad as the Cowgirl defense made them look, to be able to be within single digits of Oklahoma State here at the intermission. We had 1 tie and 2 lead changes in the first half. Again, Oklahoma State's biggest lead was 14, and the Texas Longhorns' biggest lead of the night was 4 at 14-10. Some of the numbers Well, actually, first we're going to look at the Big 12 standings. They stack up like this as most teams are into their 9th or 10th games of the conference season. Oklahoma has played more games than anybody thus far, and they stand a half game atop the conference at 8-2 on the season. Nebraska and Texas A&M tied for second at 7-2. Baylor holding on to that last first-round bye spot for the Big 12 tournament. They are 6-3 in the number 4 position. Texas and Texas Tech are tied next at 5-4. Then at 500 and holding to their NCAA hopes for the Iowa State Cyclones. They are 5-5 on the season. Colorado picked up their 4th win back on Saturday. They are within 2 games of 500 at 4-6. Kansas State is now 3-6, and Deb Patterson's ball club in a big tailspin. Oklahoma State possibly trying to go up above the Wildcats in the standings if they can win tonight. Oklahoma State is also 3-6. Missouri then is holding on to number 11. They are 2-7, and Kansas picks up their first win of the Big 12 season last night as they knock off Colorado in overtime in Lawrence, Kansas. That was a 70-68 Kansas final. Jayhawks avoiding the goose egg in the win column finally. Kansas was in danger of going to 0-16 this season. It would be the second time in the last 3 years that they had done that, had that been accomplished, but not the case, as Bonnie Henderson's ball club does pick up that big win last night once again. Now they are 1-9 on the season. That's the Big 12 standings. Other games tonight, Texas A&M is at Missouri. That game got underway about 20 minutes ago. Baylor is at Texas Tech, and Nebraska is in Manhattan to take on Kansas State. That could be an interesting ball game, considering the whipping that Texas put on Kansas State at home back on Saturday. You get the feeling the Purple Kitties will be looking to maybe defend home court a little bit better tonight. Casey is standing by in the Cowgirl locker room. We'll join him when we continue with our halftime report with our score: Oklahoma State 35, Texas 26. Cowgirl basketball from Gallagher Iba Arena will continue in a moment.
Do people in metropolitan areas deserve more advanced medical care than people in the heart of Oklahoma? We don't think so either. That's why Stillwater Medical Center owns the best CT and MRI technology in the world. High-resolution imaging systems provide the fastest, most accurate diagnosis available. You deserve world-class technology provided by doctors among the best in their field. You'll find it at Stillwater Medical Center. The technology to treat, the compassion to heal. For more information, call 405-742-5622.
Hi, this is Debbie from Charlie's Drug. Are you at risk? Heart disease claims 500,000 lives in the U.S. every year. Do you know if you have a healthy heart? Discover what your risk factors are today at Charlie's Drug in Stillwater. My staff and I are dedicated to helping you maintain a healthy lifestyle. Stop by today, take the Cholestec LDX test, and know your test results in minutes. Put your mind at ease. Come by Charlie's Discount Drug at 8th and Walnut and let us show you how much we care. Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers by name.
Yo, that's him right up there. Stop the car right here.
Gang violence.
Gunshots on 5th and Vine.
Police. Jail. A family.
It's gonna be okay.
A brother alone.
Hey, little man, come here. What you got in your bag?
A sister afraid. A father worried.
Son, are you okay?
A child without. A mother counting the days till her boy is home.
I just hope my baby's safe.
These are the sounds of gang violence. From the day you're sentenced, your family starts facing the true hard time with you. Something to think about before you commit a gun crime. Gun crimes hit home. This message brought to you by Project Safe Neighborhoods and the Ad Council.
Well, the Cowgirls have to feel pretty good about how they played in the first half. They lead 35-26. We'll look at the first half numbers in just a moment. But first, let's go to the main man, Casey Kendrick, standing by in the Cowgirl locker room.
Thanks, Kevin. Joining us outside the Cowgirl locker room, Coach Kenya Larkin. And, Coach, what a first half of basketball. You guys executed on both ends of the floor, held them to 26, scored 35 of your own. And Tiffany Jackson, she's frustrated.
Well, she is. And Danielle and Shantae are doing an excellent job of staying in front of her and stopping her from getting the ball. And then everybody's in the right positions for their help defense. So, I mean, our defensive game plan is working well. We have 19 points off of turnovers. So anytime you can have that, it's going to really help you out.
You guys have talked so many times about shooting percentages, and it just shows you when you hit 48% of your shots, you can go in with a near double-digit lead. And obviously, that won't probably happen in the second half. 48% will be tough to shoot again. They will make a run. They're that good. They're that talented. You guys obviously got to be ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, they made a run already in the first half. We had a lead in the beginning, and they came back and made a little run. That's what good teams do. But we just got to weather those runs and make sure that we're continuing to take care of our business on the offensive and defensive end of the floor.
And looking at the defense, you guys, 2-3 zone, use a little man-to-man, a little box and one. And, again, Tiffany Jackson's working awful hard just to get touches. And even when she does get a shot, it's been a difficult one. And that could be a key to holding her down in the second half.
It is, and she's the key to everything with them. And we know that if we can keep her 10, 12 points, that we'll be in a good situation at the end of this game. But if she goes off and gets 20, 25 points, then that's where they're really successful.
Coach, appreciate it as always. Best of luck in that second half.
Thank you.
All right, Kevin, let's go back out to you.
Thank you very much, Casey and Kenya. We'll come back and look at the first half statistics as we continue from Gallagher-Iba Arena right after we do this.
More advanced medical care than people in the heart of Oklahoma? We don't think so either. That's why Stillwater Medical Center owns the best CT and MRI technology in the world. High-resolution imaging systems provide the fastest, most accurate diagnosis available. You deserve world-class technology provided by doctors among the best in their field. You'll find it at Stillwater Medical Center. The technology to treat, the compassion to heal. For more information, call 405-742-5622.
Hi, this is Debbie from Charlie's Drug. Are you at risk? Heart disease claims 500,000 lives in the U.S. every year. Do you know if you have a healthy heart? Discover what your risk factors are today at Charlie's Drug in Stillwater. My staff and I are dedicated to helping you maintain a healthy lifestyle. Stop by today, take the Cholestec LDX test, and know your test results in minutes. Put your mind at ease. Come by Charlie's Discount Drug at 8th and Walnut and let us show you how much we care. Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers by name.
Yo, that's him right up there. Stop the car right here.
Gang violence.
Gunshots on 5th and Vine.
Police. Jail. A family.
It's gonna be okay.
A brother alone.
Hey, little man, come here. What you got in your bag?
A sister afraid. A father worried.
Son, are you okay?
A child without. A mother counting the days till her boy is home.
I just hope my baby's safe.
These are the sounds of gang violence. From the day you're sentenced, your family starts facing the true hard time with you. Something to think about before you commit a gun crime. Gun crimes hit home. This message brought to you by Project Safe Neighborhoods and the Ad Council.
Well, the Texas Longhorns shot 10 of 31 from the field for 32%. They shot 3 of 7 from beyond the three-point line for 43% and went to the free throw line 4 times, shooting successfully 3 times for 75%. Tiffany Jackson held in check with just 6 points. Brittany Raven has 9. Carla Cortijo with 7, 2 by Ernisha Williams. Only 2 points off the bench. Katrina Robinson with a bucket. For the Cowgirls, Andrea Riley, a fine start, 11 points and 2 rebounds. She had 2 assists. 6 points by Sadiq, 6 by Shantae Smith, and 6 by Danielle Green. Off the bench, Taylor Hardiman with 4, and Breesa Silva with 2. The Cowgirls were 15 of 31 from the field for 48%, 2 of 10 beyond the three-point line for 20%, and just 3 free throw attempts, making all 3 of those for 100%. Rebounding, 19-19, dead even. The Cowgirls forced Texas into 10 turnovers while committing 7 of their own, and we have a 35-26 halftime lead for the Cowgirls. Second half is coming up next. We'll take our final 1-minute timeout with the Cowgirls up by 9. You're listening to Oklahoma State Cowgirl Basketball.
Chicken is not just for dinner anymore. At Chick-fil-A, try the new chicken on a biscuit, or chicken breakfast burrito, or chicken bagel sandwich, or the new cinnamon cluster. That doesn't have chicken, though. Just read what it says. All right, at 600 North Perkins Road, you can try one of the 3 custom roasted premium coffee blends. So try Chick-fil-A for breakfast or dinner. They're here to serve you. Chick-fil-A didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Eat more chicken.
Did you know that Chevrolet, the best-rated cars and trucks, now come with a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty? Hi, Teresa with Wilson Chevrolet, announcing Chevy's new 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty, complete with 0 deductible, roadside assistance, and courtesy transportation on all new Chevy cars and trucks. The best cars and trucks now have the best warranty to boot. Come experience business the Wilson way. You'll be glad you did.
Wilson Chevrolet Jeep Stillwater.
Well, we told you that the Missouri game was underway at 6:30. We do have a first-half score, 11:56 left to go at Mizzou Arena, and the Texas A&M Aggies have their hands full, but they do lead 17-12. We've got a good one here. Oklahoma State leading over Texas 35-26. Kevin Gum along with Casey Kendrick, Daryl Jones back in the studio taking care of business here tonight. And partner, Kenya Larkin sounded pretty upbeat, as you would expect in the halftime locker room. What were the vibes you got?
Well, I mean, obviously, Kevin, very happy with the way this team has played, no doubt about it. The Cowgirls have done a fabulous job of executing on both ends of the floor. Very happy with the effort to this point.
Well, here we go. The Cowgirls will start with Riley Green, Sadiq, Shantae Smith, and Dominique Chisholm to start the second half. And we are underway. The Cowgirls, good news is, gets the ball to start the second half. And Smith over to Riley on the far side. Riley will back up on the dribble, comes back to Smith. Texas now looks like they've shifted to a zone of their own. Looks like a 2-1-2. Into the corner, Danielle Green. Green on the dribble, 10 on the shot clock. Nice no-look. Down low to Chisholm. Burns that defense and puts it up and in.
Nice effort, Andrea Riley. Kevin, that's her second assist. That draws her even closer, just 9 short now of the all-time Cowgirl record for a freshman.
Cowgirls back up by 11. Ernisha Williams, three-pointer, top of the key is good. They're going to give her 2, though. Say her foot was on the line. My bad. We'll call it a 2, and it's a 37-28 lead.
And that's big. I mean, that's only 1 point, but it's big that it was called a 2, Kevin, because, again, a situation where you don't want them to get out on a ruler roll here.
Here's a near steal by Cortijo. Chisholm saves it, goes to Shantae Smith. Smith into the corner. Danielle Green left open from 3, puts it up. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Texas had it, but Chisholm takes it away, and it'll be Oklahoma State with another try.
Nice effort by Dominic Chisholm, but a bad pass, and it's stolen away.
Tiffany Jackson with the steal. Ernisha Williams will come back the other way. That is turnover number 8 tonight on Oklahoma State. Cortijo up the right baseline. Floater on the way is no good. She's fouled. How about the minimal number of free throws shot by both of these ball clubs in the first half?
Well, a lot of zone defense, Kevin, and there's not nearly as much contact as typical. But we've seen enough man that I'm a little surprised we haven't seen more.
Well, Cortillo will go to the free throw line after that foul. And the foul going on Dominique Chisholm, and that is her first. First free throw is on the way. It is no good, and that is only the second miss tonight by the visitors, as they are now 3 out of 5 from the free throw line. We'll see Shantae Smith check out of the ball game. Taylor Hardiman getting a lot of playing time in the middle stages of the Big 12 season.
Well, has earned it. I mean, she's really earned her way into the lineup, plays well on both ends of the floor.
So the free throw by Cortijo is up, and it is good, and that makes it 37-29. The Cowgirls continue to lead. Andrea Riley down over center court. You talked about those first 4 or 5 minutes. We played a minute and a half, and here's a third turnover, a steal by Cortijo. Cortijo comes the other way, goes up, shoots, and scores. I'm not sure how the Cowgirls would grade out in the first 90 seconds.
Well, not very good. I mean, right now, it's attempt. How do they create points, Kevin? They're not working in the half court. They have stolen the ball and have gone the other way and gotten points or gotten to the free throw line. They have not made it for the field otherwise.
Riley through the lane out to Sadiq. She pulls up. 15-footer won't go. We've got a whistle on a foul, and that foul is going to go against Texas. I think the Cowgirls were bailed out there, and the foul is going to be on Nikki Hughes, the freshman from Waxahachie. Picks up her first.
Another former Oklahoma State Cowboy from Waxahachie, Desmond Mason.
18-11 to play. And Danielle Green has trouble getting it in. Now finds Riley in the corner. Out to Hardiman. She comes top of the key. Taylor back to Riley. Riley to Hardiman again. Nice patience. Law pass intended for Sadiq. and it is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by a Cowgirl, and we're going to have a foul as well on the play. Rashida Sadiq picks up her second personal.
Not a very smart foul right there. The pass over the top, she lost control, then just stepped right into the defender and easily fouled. That zone defense right now for Texas really making it difficult for Oklahoma State.
Texas on a 5-0 run, cutting an 11-point deficit down to 6 at 37-31. Williams controlling top of the key. She'll try another three-pointer. She's got it. It's an 8-0 run. How far do you go before you get a timeout here?
Well, I don't know, Kevin. Right there, Ernisha Williams, a 43% three-point shooter, and nobody stepped out on her.
17:34 remaining. Another turnover nearly by the Cowgirls. It's loose on the floor. Sadiq has it, and it will go over to Texas with a jump ball, the arrow pointing their way.
Well, and turnovers, Kevin, you talked about them, and there's that timeout by Coach Budke. But you look at the turnovers, Kevin, in the first half, the Cowgirls turned the ball over 7 times. They've got 4 already in 2.5 minutes here. You knew that Texas was going to have a run. He absorbed this run and then gets to playing the way they did in the first half. That's key.
The closest they have been since the 10:37 mark of the first half. Actually, the 11:37 mark when they pulled to within 2 at 16-14. So Texas, nice run out of the locker room. I don't know what the answer is for Oklahoma State for that zone defense. It's kind of scary the way they've reacted to it and given Texas so much confidence in that in these first 2.5 minutes.
Well, I think the Cowgirls have shot an awful lot of easy shots, Kevin, trying to take them out of that zone defense, and they haven't made them. That's the difference. I mean, the Cowgirls in the first half, Kevin, shooting 48%. That's already bound down to 47%. And, again, you look at the numbers. When you shoot well, you look like a good team. And when you don't, sometimes you look very mediocre. And the Cowgirls are in the midst of the storm. You just have to weather it right here because Texas won't continue to dominate the whole time if the Cowgirls can gain control of the pace. They have completely lost all that good pacing and tempo we talked about in the first half.
You know, you and I have not talked a lot tonight about the Hall of Fame coach down to our right here, but Jody Conrad, 38th year in coaching, 31st at the University of Texas. Her team dipped below 500 last year at 13-15, but over the span of 4 decades, she wins 3 out of every 4 games consistently. That's approximately my age, literally, and to think that over the course of that 40 years, she can maintain that is somewhat impressive, to say the least.
Well, in 38 years overall, Kevin, including her other coaching stops, I mean, she's won nearly 1,200 games, and she's participated in 1,200 games. She's won nearly 900 of those. You talked about the games in Texas, over 1,000, 781 wins. I mean, that is truly, truly remarkable.
Well, she has her hands full here tonight, and she knows it against a team that she was able to roll over last year down in Austin. Defeated by 5 here in Stillwater, but tonight her team trails by 3, but they have the ball as we come out of the timeout. Carla Cortillo with the ball over to the left side, pass to Maddox. Maddox works it around the perimeter. Cowgirls back in the zone. Cortillo takes it through the lane. Floater is up. It is short, and the ball is tipped loose on the floor, and it's going to be Danielle Green out hustling a bunch of Longhorns, coming down with it, and here she comes the other way. Danielle Green on the right side of the wing. Reverse pass comes over to the left side. Riley underneath. Cordero goes up, shoots. It's blocked. Picks up her own loose ball. Goes up again. It's blocked. And finally coming down with it, Ernisha Williams for the Longhorns.
Cowgirls out-hustled everybody on the other end. Had an easy basket, missed it, and now Texas comes down with it.
Horns up the left baseline. Maddox, she has a ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to be last touch by Texas. And then we'll come back to Oklahoma State on turnover number 11 on the Longhorns.
Danielle Green gets up and rejects it and knocks it out of bounds off of Texas. Excellent effort on the defensive end by Danielle Green.
Scary thing, Texas out of the locker room making this nice run with Tiffany Jackson not scoring a single point out of it so far.
Yeah, hadn't even taken a shot.
Riley to Hardiman. Hardiman top of the key over to Green again. Riley right side pass to Cordero. Over to Riley, nearly threw the ball away. Green with 7 on the shot clock will have to dribble her way into the lane backwards, does so. Takes it up off the glass, no good. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Texas. We'll get a new shot clock and 16:23 to go in the ball game.
And that ball is going to stay with Oklahoma State because of the fight in Taylor Hardiman and force Tiffany Jackson to knock it out of bounds.
Riley to inbound for OSU. All 4 of 5 starters on the floor. Destiny Sykes is checked into the lineup. Inbounds to Green, and Green will pass back to Riley out to Hardiman. Cowgirls need a basket to break this little Texas streak. Pass intended for Green. It goes out of bounds off of Ernisha Williams. It will stay with Oklahoma State with 19 on the shot clock.
And that ball was kicked. The officials didn't see it. I mean, obviously, the ball came right off the foot. of a Texas defender, but no official watching the feet, I guess.
Hartman brings the ball inbounds. Down to the 16-minute mark we go. You trying to talk to that lady in front of you?
I was trying to get her attention.
Trying to get that official's attention. Just don't throw the pencil. Here we come. Riley left side dribble penetration through the lane and a blocking foul on Tiffany Jackson. And Jackson says, "Are you kidding me?"
And the basket went through, Kevin. And the question is, no basket on the floor. And I think that's a good call. I mean,
I agree with you.
She was fighting through, and Tiffany blocked her hard. And then the shot went up. Either way, Tiffany Jackson comes away with the foul.
Cowgirls will be at the free throw line when you come back, inbounding the ball when you come back. 15:58 left to play in the ball game. It's Oklahoma State 37, Texas 34. You're listening to Oklahoma State Cowgirl basketball.
This is Debbie, owner and pharmacist of Charlie's Discount Drug, recommending Mason Natural line of vitamins and herbs. I've carried Mason Natural products for years because of their proven standardization and quality. Come to Charlie's Discount Drug to pick up your Mason Natural vitamins and herbs to supplement your body's nutritional needs. Charlie's Discount Drug, 723 South Walnut, or check us out on the web at www.charliesdrug.com.
Where everybody knows your name.
Did you know that Chevrolet, the best-rated cars and trucks, now come with a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty? Hi, Teresa with Wilson Chevrolet, announcing Chevy's new 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty, complete with zero deductible, roadside assistance, and courtesy transportation on all new Chevy cars and trucks. The best cars and trucks now have the best warranty to boot. Come experience business the Wilson way. You'll be glad you did.
Wilson Chevrolet Jeep Stillwater.
15:58 remaining in the ball game. Well, I don't know if you say the Cowgirls have withstood the storm out of the locker room, but they do still have the lead after that first 4-minute block.
Well, and that's the good thing. I mean, it's an 8-2 run out of the locker room by Texas. So there's your storm. Now then, draw up something to get some little more creative in the half court against the zone defense. It's the defensive end that keeps the Cowgirls in it. The offensive game that has been their Achilles heel. First half, that wasn't the case. But with that zone Texas defense, it's been tough for the Cowgirls to find a way to penetrate it.
Texas shot 32% in the first half. They've come up 4%. Cowgirls shot 50%. They've come down about 5%. Here we go. Inbounds to Cordero with a new shot clock. Into the corner, Hardiman, three-pointer, no good. Cowgirls are going to have it. It is good! I called that one a little early. I beg your pardon. The thing rattled out, looked like it was falling away, and somehow came back down and in.
Got the shooter's roll, hit the lip, bounced up, and found its way back through.
Boy, Dr. Ed Paulin would just kill me for that one. You don't call it till it's at the bottom or completely out. Here's a steal by the Cowgirls. Destiny Sykes stepping in front of a pass. Oklahoma State coming out of the timeout with a little bit of fire. With it is Hardiman, top of the circle, 15:28 remaining. Hardiman backs up on the dribble, passes to Riley, left side. Zone defense, 2-3 look by the visitors. Inside to Cordero. Cordero, a nice dish to Green. Green goes up for the shot. She's fouled by Cortijo. And I'll tell you, Cordero just really fooled Jackson there because Jackson thought she was going to shoot the ball.
Absolutely. Kevin, a situation where the Cowgirls against the zone, they work it on the wing, they get it down low to Cordero, and then the interior passing. Passed it across the lane to Danielle Green, and Green able to get the finish.
Free throw on the way by Danielle Green is up and good, and Green on the season a 77% free throw shooter. She has just silently been so successful from the free throw line in some critical times this year.
No doubt about it. Andrea Riley is the only player for the Cowgirls in double figures. 4 of 5 to go along with the 3 assists, 2 rebounds. She's having quite the night.
Chisholm and Sadiq have checked back into the lineup. Free throw is no good. Williams has the rebound for the visitors. Cortijo down with it. Curls around the right side. Backs up. Comes out front. Now Tiffany Jackson, who has already hit Oklahoma State for 1-3, will put up another and is good on this one as well. Nobody covered her. You can't blame her.
Well, that's the shot that they wanted to take. But, again, I don't think you want to not cover her. You want to entice her, but you want to get a hand in her face as well.
41-37. Cowgirls with the lead. 14:54 to go in the ball game. Riley with it, left side to Sadiq, underneath to Chisholm, and the Cowgirls throw the basketball away.
Jackson that time, a lot of contact as Damo was trying to clear through and knocks it out of bounds, but last touch by Oklahoma State.
14:48 remaining, and Danielle Green will come out of the ball game. Sean Kay is in her place. They'll line up that 2-3 zone with the guards Riley and Hardiman out front. It'll be Shantae Smith, Chisholm, and Sadiq across the back of the 2-3. Cortillo into the corner. Back to Jackson. Reverse pass, and the Longhorns return the favor with turnover number 12 as they throw it away.
Well, right there, Kevin, it was Shantae Smith. I think she just barely got a hand on that ball, and it altered the flight of the ball, and Raven couldn't hang on, knocked it out of bounds.
Well, and watching Jody Conrad tonight, I have seen less emotion out of her for this entire ball game than I think I've ever seen. The Cowgirls throw the ball away. Hardeman a bad pass to Riley. Kurt Buckey talked about in the pregame report, those little bitty tiny things that add up over the course of a game. Chisholm talked about them in the pregame report as well. That's an example. An empty possession, it's like you never had the basketball.
When it could be a one-possession ball game, that just kills you.
Williams to Jackson. Tiffany left open, misses a 10-footer. Offensive rebound to Texas, out to Cortillo.
And, Kevin, they turn to play defense so well. If you throw that ball to the backcourt, there's usually one or two of them there waiting on it.
Cortillo, 6-footer on the way. No good from the left side. Rattles off the front. Rebound, Shantae.
Boy, that's a nice rebound by Shantae Smith. And Shantae picks up her fourth rebound. And Coach Budke down on his team to get fired up on the offensive end. And the crowd coming alive.
Yeah, I was going to say the crowd getting into it for the first time in the second half. Shantae left corner with the ball for OSU. Dribbles. Bounce pass to Riley. Riley, nice fake. Now brings it back out to Hardeman. Hardeman looking to go right side to Sadiq, but she's covered. We'll come back to the left side to the point guard, Riley. 3 on the shot clock to Hardeman. Hardeman, three-pointer. Just missed that one, and Tiffany Jackson has the rebound.
Wow, that one looked like it had a better chance than the first one that she made a moment ago, but it rattled in, rattled out.
Jackson with 9 points and 6 rebounds on the night. Up the right side, Raven. Nice little shot on the way. No good, but she gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Cortillo. Cortillo back to Raven. She'll shoot from 15. It's no good. Tiffany Jackson takes over, lays it up and in on the reverse.
Well, right there, a lot of physical play inside. Cowgirls got bumped off the rebound. Shantae got pushed off by Williams, and Cowgirls got to be tougher because this is the intensity part you've got to match. Texas is starting to bring it.
Sadiq tries to answer three-pointer. Good. That's big. That is so big from the Nigerian Nightmare.
How about that? She's a nightmare right now for Jody Conrad's team, Kevin. She's the best shooter, most point-productive person on the floor for the Cowgirls, and she's starting to deliver.
Williams out front for the Horns, puts up a three. It's an air ball, but Tiffany Jackson comes underneath back door and takes the rebound down.
And Dominique Chisholm didn't even try. It was right there in front of her.
Ardisha Williams puts the fade up. It's no good, and we've got a whistle and I believe a double foul called on the play with 12:39 remaining.
And that's going to be on Hardeman, and I'm not sure who else. Number 23, that's Hughes. She was in quite a battle. You know what? She's so feisty, and she is not going to back down. I mean, that's the thing I like about this Cowgirl team. Dominique Chisholm, she may say, yeah, I'm misunderstood. No, she's not. She is a feisty young lady. This Andrea Riley's the same way. There is a lot of fight in this Oklahoma State team.
Christian Hood's going to check into the lineup in place of Chisholm. First time we'll see Hood tonight, and also checking in Danielle Green back in place of Shantae Smith. You know, we were talking about these officials earlier, and you and I joke a lot about officials, and with all due respect, it's a tough occupation. One of the three that's out here tonight is a doctor, and I mean a medical doctor, not a PhD doctor. He is a medical doctor. The pressures of that, and then you go and take on refereeing on top of that.
Only politicians could be the only one to have it worse. Nobody's ever happy with a politician or an official. Terry Ingmeyer, hats off, my friend.
Sadiq to Hood. Hood turns, curls, shoots the hook shot, and scores. And she was really a recipient of a near turnover.
How about that? Nice finish by young Miss Christian Hood out there for the Cowgirls.
5-0 run by the Cowgirls has built a 2-point lead back up to 7. 12:03 remaining. Raven with the ball, has the pass deflected. Picked up by Tiffany Jackson. Off balance, she shoots, it's no good. Hardeman has the rebound and comes the other way.
Tiffany Jackson, 11 points, was taking 11 shots to get it.
Long pass down floor. Christian Hood wide open for the baseball pass. It's good!
6'5", Christian Hood running the floor under control. Gets the lay-in.
9-point lead for Oklahoma State. We have 11:41 to go in the ball game. Right side, Cortillo. She'll dribble. Nice feed underneath. Shot up and good by Nikki Hughes.
Cowgirls weather the storm, Kevin. You look up, Texas makes a basket. The Cowgirls still have a 7-point lead. Now got to continue for the next 11 and a half minutes.
48-41. It's exciting, and the crowd is into it. Boy, Kurt Buckey is fired up about something. Has his ball team on fire here, shooting 48% in the ball game. Sadiq with the ball out to Riley. She's left open from 3, can't hit it. Rebound taken by Texas, coming down with off the glass is Nikki Hughes.
Cowgirls 4 of 15 now from beyond the arc.
Cortillo to Ravens, she'll shoot from 12, too strong, no good. Rebound by Rashidat Sadiq. Andrea Riley, no-look pass. Bounce pass to Green. Green goes up. She's fouled hard. She'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
How about Andrea Riley, Kevin, kicking it ahead to Danielle Green, having enough faith, enough trust that Danielle Green can not only, one, contain the pass, control it, but also put it up and then gets the big fat foul. And that, by the way, is the 4th on Ernisha Williams.
Texas has had road woes at times this year. They're only 500 on the season on the road. Oklahoma State trying to dip them down below. We'll see if they can do it when we come back. Got a timeout on the floor with 10:55 left to go in the ball game. Oklahoma State 48, the Longhorns 41. You are listening to Oklahoma State Cowgirl basketball.
Chicken is not just for dinner anymore. At Chick-fil-A, try the new chicken on a biscuit, or chicken breakfast burrito, or chicken bagel sandwich, or the new cinnamon cluster. That doesn't have chicken, though. Just read what it says. All right, at 600 North Perkins Road, you can try one of the 3 custom roasted premium coffee blends. So try Chick-fil-A for breakfast or dinner. They're here to serve you. Chick-fil-A didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Eat more chicken.
Did you know that Chevrolet, the best-rated cars and trucks, now come with a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty? Hi, Teresa with Wilson Chevrolet, announcing Chevy's new 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty, complete with 0 deductible, roadside assistance, and courtesy transportation on all new Chevy cars and trucks. The best cars and trucks now have the best warranty to boot. Come experience business the Wilson way. You'll be glad you did.
Wilson Chevrolet Jeep Stillwater.
Well, let's play the factoid game. 10:55 left to go. Casey Kendrick, a win tonight would be Oklahoma State's 4th Big 12 victory of the season, marking its most victories in the conference since winning how many in 01-02?
01-02, the Cowgirls, 25.
7.
I was reading.
That's what we get for cheating.
Yeah, you're giving me the 7 signal, and you held up a 2 and a 5. I knew they didn't win 25 games, but then I thought, well, the questions must be too hard.
The contest is Oklahoma State's 3rd consecutive against a
ranked opponent.
Very good, and see if you can get 2 out of 3. Oklahoma State is looking for its first win over a Big 12 South opponent since knocking off 3rd-ranked 2 in double overtime on January 24th of 2004.
Texas Tech.
You are the man. 2 out of 3. That is better than free throw shooting usually, but not tonight. The Cowgirls on a roll from the free throw line, and Danielle Green knocks down the first here. 10:55 remaining. One more to come. It's on the way. This one is in and out. No good. Robinson had the rebound, but then Sadiq takes it away. Sadiq is hit. Ball knocked loose, taken by Jackson. Now stolen right back by Chris Hood on the other end.
Nice job defensively. 1-on-3. Danielle Green tries.
It's good! Whoa! And it's a 10-point lead for Oklahoma State. Wow!
How about that? Danielle Green, 1-on-3, gets the finish on the other end.
Cortillo into the corner to Tiffany Jackson. Jackson will bring it back out to Cortillo. Now around to Bailey right side. Well, the SID for Texas just turned around and looked at us like we've lost our heads, and we have. 2 years, baby, without a South win. We won it tonight. Cook misses a shot. Oklahoma State the rebound. Here comes Green the other way up the baseline. Fade-off shot. Up, no good. Tiffany Jackson skies high for her 7th board of the night.
Danielle Green feeling good about things, but that's a little too good. She doesn't. That's not really her shot, but boy, she tried. She obviously felt good about things when she attempted it.
Cortillo has the basketball now, left side on the wing. Cowgirls in the zone. Out to Bailey, around to the right side. Jackson will try from 3. It's good. That's her 3rd three-pointer of the night. She's in double digits with 14 points and now 10 rebounds, a double-double.
Well, all of a sudden, she looks like a 3-point dominator. She's 5 of 13 overall, Kevin, but she's 3 of 3 from beyond the arc.
Riley over to Sadiq this side. Now over to Green. Green comes down to Hood, and a foul going to be called on Katrina Robinson, the junior from Grand Prairie, Texas, using all of that 6'2 body to try to knock that ball down, but picks up her 2nd foul.
And, Kevin, that's actually the 6th team foul, so the Cowgirls nearing getting in the bonus. They have only committed 3 themselves. Texas a long ways from getting into the bonus.
Cowgirls had a 10-point lead. It's down to single digits. Inbound on a shot up, no good. Rebound by Robinson. Texas not going away, that's for certain. We knew they would not. Robinson has it out front. Right side, Tiffany Jackson. She'll kick it back out. Left side, Cortijo into the corner. Here comes another long-range shot. No good from the left baseline. And we've got a foul over the back on Texas. It will go to Oklahoma State.
And the Cowgirls, Kevin, that's going to be the 3rd one real quickly on Robinson. And They will go to the free throw line right here. We said last year's games were very close. This year you add talent to the Cowgirls team and the scheming of Coach Butke and his coaching staff, and by all logic, this ought to be a good ball game, and it has been a dandy to this point.
9:16 to go. Green will step back to the free throw line. The Cowgirls are 5 out of 7 on the night. Danielle Green, 2 of 4 in her trips to the free throw line.
Cowgirls 2 of 4 in the second half from the free throw line.
Green takes her time, brings the first one up, and it's good. What do we say? Can't make the second one. Don't even get to try the second unless you make that first on the 1-and-1.
Absolutely, and that's a nice effort by Danielle Green. Extends that lead back up to 8. Chance to get it to 9.
52-44. Cowgirls trying to get back to where they were at halftime, and the second free throw is good, and they are back to where they were at halftime with a 9-point lead. Shante Smith is in. Danielle Green is out.
Boy, deserved rest, too. She is fired up, and boy, Coach Butke, you know, Kevin, you know he's so full of emotion, but he is so good at containing that.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch him in this ball game. He can taste it. He can taste his team doing something special right now. Cortijo, left side, reverse pass, comes over to Robinson. She'll pull up with a 10-footer. Her shot is no good. A collision, ball loose on the floor. We will have a whistle, and the arrow points to Texas.
Texas does get it back. They had it in the first half, so the Cowgirls started the ball in the second half. Second jump ball called, this time again back to the University of Texas.
8:58 remaining. It'll be Cortijo to inbound for the Longhorns. Underneath their own basket with a fresh 30. And they bring it in to Jackson, back over to Cortijo. 34% three-point shooter. Shoots from the corner. It's no good. And it goes out of bounds. And we'll have a whistle and a foul. I think that foul is going to go on Oklahoma State. Taylor Hardiman will pick up her third.
Kevin T. Gum, I'm going to tell you something right now. Taylor Hardiman is 5'10". Aubrey Cook is 6'3". A guard and a post, and all she was doing is trying to get the ball. Cook a little bit of an acting job. Hardiman tough enough to push her down, but that's amazing that foul went that way.
Inbounds Jackson, and then Hardiman comes around, knocks the ball loose. We've got a jump ball. This time the arrow points to the orange and black.
Call a bad call on me. I'll go back and I'll get a jump ball call on you, and I'll take it back. That is the mentality of young Ms. Hardiman.
Well, 8:46 to go. Still a lot of time in this one. The Cowgirls are holding on to a 9-point lead. That is where they were at halftime.
You know, excuse me, Kevin. I was just going to say, Andrea Riley plays with a smile on her face. Taylor Hardiman plays angry. Two different styles, but they both work.
Here's a shot up and on the way. Couldn't tell who shot it. Kurt Butke between me and the shooter. I think it was Sadiq. It was. And a foul call. That's going to be 4 on Katrina Robinson, if that's who they call that on. No, they're going to call that on Aubrey Cook, so she picks up her first, and Robinson will stay in with 3. Sadiq at the free throw line. Rashi is a 73% free throw shooter with 8:33 to go. We sure need these. And, boy, this crowd comes to a complete silence. Free throws on the way. It's up and good. Kurt Butke going to get ready to get Dominique Chisholm back up and in and off the bench.
Yeah, that's a good point, Kevin. I mean, she's been on the bench for quite a while, playing with just 1 foul, but, Kevin, 8 rebounds, and Tiffany Jackson nearing her average, 14 points, 10 rebounds, but she has had to take a lot of shots to get them.
Next free throw is on the way. Sadiq makes it. So the Cowgirl lead is 11, 55-44. And Jody Conrad with her arms folded looks on. Kurt Butke on the other end, his arms folded looks on as well.
You know, not a lot of emotion from Jody Conrad, but boy, just a look of frustration.
Yeah, frustration indeed. Really had a nice run out of the locker room, but since then it's been even. Bailey through the lane, goes up, shoots off balance, no good. Here's Riley with the rebound. Riley's going to bring it down. Numbers against her. She'll stop and can't get it to go down. Jump shot from the left post, no good, up high. And then we got a ball knocked out of bounds. I think they're going to say it was touched by Oklahoma State. It'll go over to Texas.
Great respect for Andrea Riley's speed. The Cowgirls, they know that if they get the ball, Texas sends 2 people back off the shot because they know if Andrea Riley gets it, she'll blow by everybody. That time they got back in time, made her pull it up.
Cortijo to the right side, Bailey. Bailey reverse pass, nearly stolen again by Riley, but Cortijo saves it, comes up the left side, shoots. It's no good, but she is fouled. That's going to put her at the free throw line. Christian Hood picks up the personal. And Cortijo, a 73% free throw shooter, will be at the line when we come back from the break.
Christian Hood was a hack-a-shack attack on Courtney Paris the other night in Norman. Tonight she has plenty of fouls, a little different schematic. She's trying to help her team on both ends of the floor, no doubt about it. But right there, why not make them earn it? You still have plenty of fouls to give. I think that's a smart foul.
Well, the Cowgirls trying to serve up some Bevo tonight. We'll see if they can get it done when we come back. Let's go to break with 7:59 remaining in our score. Oklahoma State 55. The Longhorns 44. Cowgirl basketball continues right after this.
This is Debbie, owner and pharmacist of Charlie's Discount Drug, recommending Mason Natural line of vitamins and herbs. I've carried Mason Natural products for years because of their proven standardization and quality. Come to Charlie's Discount Drug to pick up your Mason Natural vitamins and herbs to supplement your body's nutritional needs. Charlie's Discount Drug, 723 South Walnut, or check us out on the web at www.charliesdrug.com.
Where everybody knows your name.
Did you know that Chevrolet, the best-rated cars and trucks, now come with a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty? Hi, Teresa with Wilson Chevrolet, announcing Chevy's new 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty, complete with zero deductible, roadside assistance, and courtesy transportation on all new Chevy cars and trucks. The best cars and trucks now have the best warranty to boot. Come experience business the Wilson way. You'll be glad you did.
Wilson Chevrolet Jeep Stillwater.
7:59 remaining in the ball game. The Cowgirls holding on to an 11-point lead. They led by 9 at the intermission. Texas came all the way back close to 2. That's where we stood with 13:06 to go. It was 41-39. But since then, since the 13:06 mark, what is that, my man? About 5.5 minutes. That is a 14-3 run by Oklahoma State to go back up by 11.
Kevin, you ready for the scratch your noggin stat of the night?
I've got it ready. I'm ready.
Tiffany Jackson, 4 of 13 from beyond the arc going into this game, and only out of 23 games attempted 13 three-pointers. Only made 4 of them. Yet tonight, she's 3 for 3.
How about that? You said they don't mind giving her that shot.
Well,
it just happened to have fallen tonight.
And you know what? How many times have we said that over the course of the last couple of years?
Cortillo makes both free throws, and I'll tell you what, take those 9 points off that scoreboard that Jackson has, and my friend, this is a blowout. That's not the case, though.
It's a 20-point game if you do that.
Well, right now, here we go after the 2 free throws successful by the Longhorns. Cowgirls with the ball. Smith down on the left baseline, shoots from 10, misses. Cortillo pulls it down for the Horns. Boy, she's quite a little point guard. Over to Jackson. Jackson, nice little move on Smith. Shoots from 10, no good. It goes out of bounds off the legs of Riley and will stay with Texas, and 7.5 to go in the game.
Well, and that's what Tiffany Jackson, that's what you want to do, it trying to dribble, drive around you, pull up. And I mean, she's a post player. She's very athletic, but that's not her game.
Cowgirls have been so close so many times against Big 12 South teams this year, Big 12 South teams already. Is tonight they finally get over the hump. Long way to go in this one. Cortillo with the ball, left corner. Pressure of Hardiman right up on her. She just has to hurl it out to Jackson. Jackson back over to Cortillo. She'll come into the lane, goes up off balance. Shot is no good, but she's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line, and I'm not sure what Kerbucky's unhappy about, but it's very expressive in whatever it is.
Well, I think Cortillo drug her foot, Kevin, when she made that move off the baseline to get to the right elbow, and just didn't like the fact that I think that they didn't get the whistle right there.
So that puts Texas at the free throw line. A foul on Chisholm, her second. And the first free throw is up and good. Texas now beginning to hit their free throws. So far tonight, with about 7:19 remaining, they are 7 out of 9, just under 80%, quite a bit above their average.
Cowgirls at 9 of 11, 82%, well above their average.
Cortillo's next free throw is on the way. It's good, and Jody Conrad looks on, thinking about it with her team back down by 7.
Still feel like this is going to be a last possession kind of game.
Boy, you get that feeling, don't you? And we've had some of those with this team over the years. Of late, actually, as we talked about, so many under 5 points. Here's Sadiq, three-pointer left side, no good. That one was way off the mark. Maria Cordero will give the Cowgirls another chance. Hardiman shoots from 3. She's got it.
How about that? Looked like online for Rossi, but it was way too long. And then the Cowgirls get the rebound, which you often see on a long shot, long rebound. Hardiman wasted no time and drained the tray.
Cowgirls hot tonight, shooting 43% from the field, holding Texas to 31. Ernisha Bailey through the lane, goes up. And a blocking foul on Oklahoma State will be against Taylor Hardiman. That's going to be her 4th, and the crowd is going to let her hear about it.
And I think you want to get Taylor out. I mean, it's 6:40 left to go, but you may need her three-point shooting a little later in the ball game. You can't afford for her to get fouled out. And one thing about Taylor is she's aggressive, and she doesn't really know how not to be aggressive, so she's got to be careful here.
Well, the Horns will be at the free throw line with 6:40 remaining. They have been able to make most of them the last few trips. They're within 10. Here comes the free shot up, no good.
Bailey, a 70% free throw shooter. And as you mentioned, misses the first one.
Can she do it 2 in a row? Here it comes. No, it is up and good. 58-49. Longhorns back to within 9. Jody Conrad, looking at the clock, 6:40 to go, calls a timeout, wants to get her team organized. The possession arrow will point to Texas the rest of the way.
Yeah, it will, at least unless we have another jump ball, and we can sway it the other way. But 9-point advantage, 6:40 to go. Can the Cowgirls nurse a 9-point lead? Kevin, at times it felt like the Cowgirls were trying not to turn the ball over and trying not to lose a few times in games like this. I think they'll stay aggressive, and I think they'll go out and win it. 14 assists in the game, opposed to 9 for Texas, and the Cowgirls reversed that 8-2 run that Texas went on out of the locker room, and they have really done a fabulous job here. 43% from the field, 32% for Texas. Cowgirls have only turned the ball over 13 times. Texas has turned it over 14. And only one more turnover by Texas and Oklahoma State, but the points off turnovers, Oklahoma State 24, Texas just 10.
4 assists by Riley tonight, pulls her to within about 7 of Liz Brown for the all-time single-season record. And here is Hardeman, another three-pointer off the feed from Riley. She's got it. That's 5 assists for the young lady, and a big basket by the sophomore from Norman.
Hardeman, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. She's got 11 on the ball game. 13.
61-49. Cowgirls lead it. 6:12 left to play in the ball game. Tiffany Jackson over to Williams. Williams left side. Three-pointer to answer is short. Ball is loose on the floor. Picked up by Cordero. But I'm afraid.
Wow.
Let's see what the call is going to be. They're going to say, what, it was last touch by Texas and goes out of bounds.
As Cordero had the ball, Kevin, a player from Texas reached over to get possession and was standing out of bounds, so it was out of bounds off Texas. Cowgirls get it back, and 4 players for the Cowgirls in double figures. For Texas, just 2.
Starting to see some emotion out of Jody Conrad now. I think the Cowgirls have her attention as we go inside 6 minutes up by double figures.
How about this? They've only got 49 points in under 6 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Came into the ball game averaging 67 points per game on the entire 23-game season. Riley with the basketball left side. Keeps it on the wing. Ball knocked loose. It's on the floor. Riley's going to save it. Riley comes into the lane, takes it all the way up to the hole. It's good.
If she's even, she's leaving. They're right there. Excellent job. She schooled her off with the foul. It was knocked away from her. She tracked it down, drove all the way to the basket, and Andrea Riley gives the Cowgirls a 14-point lead.
Cortijo to Bailey. Bailey's going to be fouled. See a 1-on-1 shooting situation as the foul is called on Rashidat Sadiq, the senior from Nigeria, has picked up her third.
So 1-on-1 situation, that is 3 on Rashi with 5:29 to go. And boy, all arrows and all indicators point to a Cowgirl victory if they could just continue to play the way they are right now.
Free throw is no good on the front end. How many times have we been in that boat, trailing? And Sadiq has the rebound for OSU. A near steal. Texas going for the steal. We're going to have a whistle on a foul. Let's see what the foul is going to be. Boy, Kurt Bucky, not real pleased with Danielle Green right there. And, man, she just happened to be on the side of the court where she had to really get up close to it.
Well, she tried to hand the ball off very dangerously to Andrea Riley, not recognizing the defense. And the official on the backside called the foul. The Cowgirls were able to control it. They hadn't lost it, but still it was too close for comfort, and the whistle came in anyway.
The foul on Bailey is her third, and the free throw from Riley is on the way and good. Cowgirls lead is 64-49, and we haven't talked about this tonight, but Coach Butke did use that P word in our pregame interview postseason. He thinks his team is maybe in now, the WNIT at least, a win tonight, and he thinks it is a done deal they will be in.
I think he feels very strongly that is definitely a possibility. And you're right, Kevin. A win tonight, I think, quality win over a team like Texas, I think they are as well.
Riley's second free throw is good, and the Cowgirls now really blowing it open with 5:16 to play. They lead 65-49. Jackson shot from 10 feet out. Off is no good, off to the left, and it goes out of bounds off Texas, and Jody Conrad needs to chat.
Well, you know, you look at the numbers, Kevin, for Texas on the season. I mean, they lost in conference. This team has lost to Nebraska. They lost also to Iowa State, 67-56 on the road. At Texas Tech, they lost by 1 point. You know, and then they turn around and they just wallop Kansas State, 61-34. They truly are a helter-skelter team, very difficult to figure out.
Well, they are hard to figure out. I mean, probably the most surprising of all of Texas's games this year and it's because of the score on the road, was when I woke up from a nap Saturday afternoon and looked at the ticker and saw how bad they had gone into Bramlage Coliseum and defeated Kansas State, once a team that you could not even touch up in Manhattan. That was not the case on Saturday.
Well, even though they have fallen on hard times at Kansas State, I mean, they're not the same team that they were in years past. Kansas State on the season is just 3-6 in the conference as well. But you never could go up there and win by 30. Boy, Texas did the other night, and that made everybody start believing they were for real again.
Here we go. Now the Cowgirls with the basketball trying to start tapping around that coffin a little bit, maybe with that hammer and nail. Don't want to speak too soon as we go inside 5 minutes to play, up by 16. Green up the left baseline. Reverse layup, just missed it a little bit short, but gets her own rebound out on the baseline. She'll come back through the lane, fades off from 6, shoots, misses. She's fouled. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2. And I'll tell you what, how about Danielle Green for a potential player of the game tonight? She has been unbelievable.
Well, Danielle Green, 12 points on the night, Kevin. 5 rebounds, a couple of assists, 4 or 6 from the free throw line. I mean, that was just a great effort right there to get back to the line.
Well, here we go now. Green at the free throw line, trying to add to the Cowgirls' fortunes here tonight, and is able to do so with the first free throw and make it a 17-point lead for Oklahoma State. Here comes the next free throw. It is on the way up and good.
How about this, Kevin? This Cowgirls team has a 18-point lead on a very good Texas team.
Here comes Raven up the left baseline. Her shot is partially blocked, taken by Sadiq. Total team effort tonight by Oklahoma State.
Kevin, when you got 4 players in double figures, you betcha.
Riley to Cordero underneath. The shot is good from the left, and the Cowgirls have a 20-point lead on the folks from Austin, Texas. Do you believe this?
A standing O by the crowd, and there's still 4.5 left to go.
Unbelievable. This will make some eyebrows raise around the Big 12 tonight, won't it?
Well, Ryan of the Sports Information Department just got a text that said, is that score correct?
Raven inside the lane, goes up, shoots and misses. It's going to go out of bounds off of Raven. I got a text message from Rick May, our Baylor broadcaster friend. He's down in Lubbock, Texas tonight. He said the same thing. He said, are you guys really up by 14?
And I tell you what, nobody will be happier with Oklahoma State than Rick May in our conference. He cannot stand those Texas Longhorns.
That's the big rival for those boys, no doubt about that. Well, Green goes to work now with a 69-49 lead. The Cowgirls trying to continue to pour it on out to Cordero, three-pointer corner. Off the front of the rim, no good. Texas has the rebound, and Tiffany Jackson has really been quiet of late. Williams has the ball knocked loose and out of bounds. Last touch by a Cowgirl. That will take us to our final media timeout, and Kurt Butkey is pumped up.
And he ought to be. I mean, this team right now, Kevin, is just dominating a very good Texas team and holding Tiffany Jackson in check. And the Cowgirls, Kevin, the question was, with the lead, with the 8, 9, 10-point lead, would they be aggressive? The answer, they're up by 20. It's obviously yes.
Something special working tonight. We'll bring you back for the finish. Don't go away. 3:48 remaining. Cowgirls 69, Longhorns 49. You are listening to Oklahoma State Cowgirl basketball.
Chicken is not just for dinner anymore. At Chick-fil-A, try the new chicken on a biscuit, or chicken breakfast burrito, or chicken bagel sandwich, or the new cinnamon cluster. That doesn't have chicken, though. Just read what it says. All right, at 600 North Perkins Road, you can try one of the 3 custom roasted premium coffee blends. So try Chick-fil-A for breakfast or dinner. They're here to serve you. Chick-fil-A didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Eat more chicken.
Did you know that Chevrolet, the best-rated cars and trucks, now come with a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty? Hi, Teresa with Wilson Chevrolet, announcing Chevy's new 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty, complete with 0 deductible, roadside assistance, and courtesy transportation on all new Chevy cars and trucks. The best cars and trucks now have the best warranty to boot. Come experience business the Wilson way. You'll be glad you did.
Wilson Chevrolet Jeep Stillwater.
3:48 left to go in the ball game. The Cowgirls out in front 69-49. It's a good crowd, but one of our smaller crowds of the conference season tonight. What a treat they have had tonight, getting ready to watch Oklahoma State, perhaps, if they can hang on, break a 13-game losing streak to Texas, a 6-game losing streak to Texas at Gallagher-Iba Arena, and got to do my math here, over 2-year drought against Big 12 South opponents.
How about that, Kevin? That would be huge in all those respects. I know a lot of people getting ready for the men's team, which will tee it up in Bedlam tonight, but well, what a big win to get things started here for the Cowgirls, and what an appetizer for that one later.
Inbound pass stolen away by Andrea Riley. Riley comes up, goes up, shoots and misses. She's fouled, though, as she forces Raven to foul her, and she'll go to the free throw line again. That foul's going to go on Brittany Raven, her third of the night. Texas in danger of falling to 500 in the Big 12. Oklahoma State would pull to within 2 of 500 in the Big 12 and keep their NCAA hopes alive. I know that sounds a little bit funny, but you start believing things when something good like this happens.
Oh, and you know, Kevin, I mean, the teams that are really going to be happy with Oklahoma State tonight, Texas Tech, Iowa State, Colorado at 4 and 6. A lot of these teams, you pull Texas out of that top rank, and you know, so teams happy to see this Texas team fall. But as you said, you know, I mean, it's not beyond the realm of possibility to get to 8 and 8.
Free throw good by Riley. Makes the 21-point lead. Second one is on the way. Rattles around and falls in.
You know, I said we need to keep Texas in the 50s. Had no idea we'd be at 71 before they hit 50.
Cortillo, top of the circle. Goes up, shoots and misses. Offensive rebound. Bailey has it in the right corner. Comes back out to her, Nisha Williams. Williams turning on the pivot foot. Christian Hood is checked back in. Goes to Jackson. Tiffany just barely draws iron on a three-point attempt. Cortijo is fouled going up for a shot. She'll go to the line and shoot two. You know, you got mixed emotions talking to people today about this ball game. Some thought the Cowgirls could win it. Others thought they could lose by as many as 18 points tonight. But I'll tell you what, I don't think anybody that talked about this ball game ever thought this score could be possible.
Well, no, I mean, my honest intellectual forecast of this ball game was it could be a very close ball game because of the way the games fell last year. But never in my wildest dreams did I think the Cowgirls would be up by 20 with 3:20 left to go.
Cortillo, free throw good, makes it 71-51. Substitution, Hardiman is back in place of Shantae Smith. Sadiq is also back in place of Cordero. And Riley down over center court with the ball. Comes to the near side to Hardiman. Hardiman back out to Danielle Green. 3:05 to play. We've got a whistle and a foul away from the basketball inside the lane. Getting very physical. And that foul is going to go on Tiffany Jackson. That's her second. And, boy, the Cowgirls have done a remarkable job of covering on Jackson, the All-American tonight. 14 points, 10 rebounds. She came in averaging 18 and 9.
Well, and she, you know, I mean, 9 of her points, Kevin, have come from beyond the arc, which was their willingness to let her shoot from outside. Right there, she just pretty much pushed Christian Hood to the floor. Hood, a 73% free throw shooter, though. That's not necessarily a bad thing for the Cowgirls.
First free throw by Christian is no good. The second one is on the way. It rattles off, no good as well. And Sadiq, I thought, was going to get the rebound, but it's challenged and taken away by Ernisha Williams.
You know, Tiffany Jackson being out-toughed right now by this Cowgirl squad.
Cortijo goes backdoor to Jackson. Jackson nearly lost her balance. She finds Bailey. Bailey pulls up a 10-footer. Texas is ice cold from the floor right now. They get the offensive rebound. Williams has it, and then a foul on the play is going to go against Oklahoma State, and that's going to be with 2:47 remaining. And, boy, you look at I talked about them going ice cold. I didn't realize it's as bad as it is. This team that came into the ballgame shooting 42%, remarkable, below 30 now.
Well, yeah, they were. You said a moment ago, Kevin, they're 10% below their average. Well, now they're 15% below their average as they have just not been able to knock down anything.
Bailey's free throw is no good. It remains 71-51. Cordero comes in place of Hood.
I mentioned earlier, though, Kevin, when you're winning, you've got a lead, you're shooting well, that rim gets big. Texas right now is in desperation mode, and that rim is just shrinking up, and they can't find the bottom of it.
Next free throw up and good. Makes it a 19-point lead. Just looked at Robert Fletcher up in the stands, and he double-fisted. He's fired up about this one. He knew we almost had one at A&M the other night. He was with us in College Station, and he's going to enjoy one here at home tonight. Riley over to Danielle Green. Green back to Hardiman. 2.5 left to play in the ball game. Oklahoma State on the verge of breaking a 13-game losing streak to the Longhorns. It seems like it has been eternity. Riley curls through the lane with 6 on the shot clock, lays it up, and lays it in.
Wow. I mean, that's just big. You clear out, shot clock dwindling, you use a lot of clock, and then you go score on them. That's huge.
Danielle Green with the attempted steal knocks the basketball out of bounds. And you talked earlier about Kurt Buckey burning inside but containing his emotions so well. Boy, what a game this has to be for him right now in his mind.
I mean, he has got to be absolutely so fired up inside, but again, got to stay under control when he's done that.
Jackson inside the lane, shoots and misses. Next basket by Riley would give her a new career high. She has 20 is her career here, in her short career here at Oklahoma State. She has 19 in the game right now. And Riley down over center court has the basketball in her hands. And I guarantee you that little pistol knows exactly what her career high is.
Well, and the other thing, too, she knows how to avoid a double team when she sees it coming.
Riley takes it into the lane, and she will be fouled. She's going to go to the line. And that's going to give her a chance to set or tie and break her career high at the free throw line as the foul is going to be whistled on Brittany Raven. That'll be her fourth.
You know, Kevin, and nice sportsmanship by Raven and Jackson come over to help her up. But, well, you talked about the young team that Texas is, minus Tiffany Jackson. And, you know, they've got some other kids, too. That you know, Bailey is a junior. But you look at them. Raven is a freshman. Arir Rand's just a sophomore. Will be back next year. This is definitely a pretty young team.
Free throw good by Riley. That ties her career high. Now she will be one shy of a new career high here with 1:50 to go. And I talked about Kurt Buckey and the emotions in him. How about Kenya Larkin, the Cowgirls assistant coach, who's sneaking a peek down at the Texas bench as I speak here? This will be her first win out of a Longhorn uniform against her former team.
Yeah, 1-2 against Texas if they can hold on, which, again, I would be shocked at this point if they don't. But you're right, Kevin. You're right. It's got to feel pretty good to go beat Jody Conrad when you played for her.
A new career high by Andrea Riley. The free throw was good. Texas nearly turns the ball over. Jackson has it blocked from behind. It rolls out. Raven now the ball loose on the floor. Chisholm trying to save it, and will throw it out of bounds. It'll stay with Texas with 1:34 to go and 15 on the shot clock. But what a hustling job by Damos.
Oh, I'm telling you what, Kevin, Riley on the floor. This crowd appreciates the effort, appreciates what's about to happen. A W against the South team out of the Big 12 and a statement game for Oklahoma State.
I mean, big-time W, too. They're not going to get by tonight. They have dominated. Here's a steal by Green, and Kurt Buckey telling his team to slow it down, but no avail to Riley. The shot up, no good. Rebound taken by Texas. He wanted to take a little time off the clock.
Yeah, and need rightfully so.
Maddox down 4 to Hughes. Hughes comes up the left side, untouched, and will score.
And now they wisely do really work the clock, and Texas going to be content to take one more shot when they get their opportunity, but really not going to pressure the ball a whole lot right here.
1 minute left to go, and the crowd can come to their feet and absolutely enjoy this. And look at Jody Conrad on the Jumbotron up there. Not many times that the Hall of Famer has been brought down by Oklahoma State, but tonight is going to be one of those nights, and this Cowgirl team deserves it as they have worked so hard to get over the hump this season. And tonight, folks, is going to be their night. Ball knocked loose and out of bounds. And it will go back over to Texas, and the Cowgirls now have 15 turnovers on the game. They force 16 by the Longhorns. Bailey right side, bounce pass to Maddox. Maddox goes up, shoots and misses, but an offensive rebound. Texas puts it back up, still no good. Sadiq comes down with it. It's stripped away by Hughes, and then a foul on Oklahoma State.
Well, so many things happened for Oklahoma State tonight. Defensively, they played one heck of a ball game, keeping this Texas team in the 50s, which we knew that was going to be the case or possibility because Texas struggled so much in the half court. We logged that information several times throughout the game. But to hit 75, I mean, what an effort on the offensive end by Oklahoma State. And Andrea Riley gets the standing ovation. What an effort by that young lady tonight. By the way, our POG, our player of the game.
Riley getting a high five from Kurt Buckey, as is Rashidat Sadiq. Free throw by Hughes on the way, no good. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. And Green can all but run out the clock. About a tenth of a second difference between the game clock and the shot clock, and no one in this arena standing now. How about this? Double team coverage on Silva. The ball to Dominique. She's going to have to score, and she does. Oklahoma State 77, Texas 54. Jackson back down for the Longhorns, fades off a 6-footer. It's no good. She will be held below her average tonight. Rebound by Maddox. Maddox goes underneath. Horns have it. Hughes scores. Nice basket. 4.86 left on the clock. And the Cowgirls will inbounds to Smith. And then a jump ball called. And the arrow points to Texas. And they will have it one final time.
Wow. Texas not going to give up. I mean, I guess you give them credit for that. It looked like they were. And then all of a sudden they weren't. And guess what? An official is worried about sitting down again.
Inbounds pass comes in. Texas puts it up and scores. Cowgirls will inbound it one more time, but it's going to be stolen away by Texas on the inbound. And that's the ball game. Your Oklahoma State Cowgirls have knocked off the Texas Longhorns 77-58, breaking a string of 18 consecutive losses to the Longhorns. I can't tell you, my man, how good it feels to sit here and say that tonight.
Well, no.